chance to hear Brother Rand sing, and then we gonna shout out all the fans. Yeah, it's Minister Jap. You already know, man. Church is definitely in the building. They fucking with me though. Alright, let's do it. Church check in, 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 church on the bitch, yeah. Church check in, 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 church on the bitch, that's church on the bitch, church on the bitch, church on the bitch, church on the bitch, yeah, church on the bitch, yeah, church check in, church on the bitch, oh, church on the bitch, yeah, church on the bitch, church on the bitch, church on the bitch, her church check in, let's go. Minister Jap, it's a new era and niggas is chat. I'm in the kitchen, I'm cooking this crack. Bitch getting taxed in my Benjamin static. Truck in the front and the engine in back. 3Ks, everything I'm whipping in is black. 3 hoes all wanna sit on my lap. High yellow heifer, I'ma hit her from the back. This is a fact, I'm taking your bitch, I'm not giving her back. Bitch got some kids, I'm not dealing with that. The back of her throw where my children is at, that was realer than that. Her mama's a hoe and her sister's a rat. Their hair was amazing, the pussy was trash. Run up on church and that pistol gon' blast. Get your ass body trying to get to this bag, nigga, church. Church check in, 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 church on the bitch, yeah. Church check in, 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 church on the bitch, that's church on the bitch, church on the bitch, church on the bitch, church on the bitch, yeah, church on the bitch, yeah, church check in, church on the bitch, oh, church on the bitch, yeah, church on the bitch, church on the bitch, yeah, church on the bitch, listen, church check in, let's go. Relinquish the bitch, you loving and cuffing to be with the bitch. She came in with you, but I leave with the bitch. I bangin', I skeet on the bitch. Baby like Jappa conceited and shit. I push it to start, ain't no key to my whip. Believe in the game, don't believe in the bitch. I listen to sin and the rest of the pimps. You chasing the bitch and ain't chasing the check. You look like a bitch when you making them threats. You talk how you talk cause you safe on the net. When I see you, no talking, I'm breaking your neck. Catch a nigga like I do him dirty on sight. Whole lot of bargain, but I bet he won't bite. Bet a nigga won't roll a dice with his life. Double cross church kid, crucified twice, nigga. Church check in, 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 church on the bitch, yeah. Church check in, 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 church on the bitch, that's church on the bitch, church on the bitch, church on the bitch, church on the bitch, yeah, church on the bitch, yeah, church check in, church on the bitch, oh, church on the bitch, yeah, church on the bitch, church on the bitch, church on the bitch, her church check in, let's go. Church, check in. It's your boy, Minister Jap. Listen, I know y'all been looking for me, but at the bottom of this video, in the description section, you'll see where it says follow me. You can follow me on all social media platforms. You know, make sure you click the links in the description so you can get in touch with me and get in tune with everything I post at all times. You never know, the haters might try to take us down. Also, make sure you follow my backup channel, Minister Jap Church Media. Follow the channel now. We are not going nowhere. We're here to stay. Make sure y'all paying attention. Church on the move. Peace.
Minister Jap, I'm talking to you, nigga. Yeah, I got a kid. I got 2 daughters and a son. Yeah, man.
Black women are bad mothers.
And that's why you having a baby by the motherfuckers you had a baby with is your fault. That's why you being a single mother is your fucking fault. That's why being a baby daddy ass nigga is your fault.
Live from the church.
Church check in.
It's Minister Jap.
Black women, they're some of the most worst bitches on with money, but yet they're still taking trips and they look fly doing. They are the flyest broken bitches you're gonna ever deal with.
On Minister Jap TV.
Church check in, man. Church check in. are a pervert. Yes! Yes! Rebuking these bitch niggas today! Rest in peace! Simple to P! Pervert, you are a pervert. Yes! All you 65 Diddy fat niggas, we here to cook. You dig? Yes, yes, I am a hater. I can't stand these sisters. Pervert, you are a pervert. Yes. All right. All right. Pervert. All right. Pervert. All right. Pervert. You are a pervert. I'm the streets ordained. Minister. Pervert. Minister Jap. AKA. Brother Bay. AKA. Luther King Jr. Shut the fuck up. AKA Light Skin Lucifer. It's time to cook. Hoes getting tough. Pussy niggas shook. I'm the Gucci crook. Here to bring back the order. Restore the dignity. So you tricking ass niggas. Yeah, you. Yeah, you. Stop being a bum bitch's toilet seat. All single mother shall suffer. With you some broke dumb motherfuckers. All my niggas in the church. We pulling out with the rub. I'm no one at a hoeing. Your favorite YouTube nigga know it. Bring your ass to the church. I'm a motherfucking show. It's time to do this work. Going heavy in the church. Put these pussies in the dirt. I'm about to go scorch earth. So tell a friend. Tell a friend. Tell them again. Minister Jap is in rare form. And I mean rare fucking form. And the church is checking in. Church, talk to me, you perverts.
Shut the fuck up.
Yes. We here to cook. We don't give no sissy niggas passes over here, nigga. You know, niggas be asking me, why you talking about dude? Motherfucking nigga? Why you ain't? Nigga? You know? Shout out to Tory Lanez. Hopefully get a speedy recovery. We're gonna be talking about that tomorrow. You know, I gotta do all the research. Trust me, I'm gathering things now. I'm seeing what's going on. You know what I'm saying? I got y'all, church. I see y'all in the chat room. We gon' get to it. Look what I got. I got the big can. Heart attack Jap. Heart attack Jap. You know, I gotta prepare a lecture for you niggas tomorrow, man. You know what I'm saying? For the Tory situation. I
I'm so invested in this Diddy shit, man. Yeah, it's going down. It's going down today. I'm gonna be up for the next 4 days. Have a YouTube freak off. 4 days of content. You know what I'm saying? Man, oh man, oh man. You know what I'm saying? Oh man, this case is getting crazy, man. You know what I'm saying? Cassie will be going up tomorrow for cross-examination. It's gonna get spicy. It's gonna get spicy. Now, I've been watching this shit. We're gonna go through all this shit, man. Today, you know, this one, the sick mind of P. Diddy. You know what I'm saying? And we're gonna get into what the male escorts are saying, what the male escorts are saying. So, you know, we gotta really, really dive into it. You know, when you fuck with me, we gonna get down to the molecule of shit. I don't like to leave y'all niggas hanging like that, you know? I don't want to leave a nigga hanging, man. You know? Let me see, man. I might have to step away from the show just a few seconds because I'm getting my groceries delivered. Pause. Gotta say pause with everything, man. Gotta say pause with everything now. You know what I'm saying? So bear with it, nigga. You know? Hold up. Now this motherfucker say arriving now. Hold on, man. Hold on. Let me go grab this motherfucking shit, man. Pause. And we gonna be right back, man. Gonna be right back. All right?
Giving praises to God. Thank you so much for inviting us into your home. I'm Bishop Magic Wand, founder and pastor of the Magic World Christian Kingdom Church. And at this time, I'd like to share Psalms 31:51 with you. Have mercy upon me, O God, according to thy loving kindness, according unto the multitude of thy tender mercy. Blot out thy transgression. Wash me thoroughly from my iniquity and cleanse me from my sin. For I acknowledge my transgression, and my sin is ever before me. Against thee, thee only, have I sinned, and done this evil in thy sight, that thou mightest be justified when thou speakest, and be clear when thou judgest. Behold, I was shapen in iniquity, and in sin did my mother conceive me. Behold, thy desires truth in the inward part, and in the hidden part thou shalt make me to know wisdom. Purge me with hyssop, and I shall be clean. Wash me, and I shall be whiter than snow. Make me to hear joy and gladness, that thy bones which thou hast broken may rejoice. Hide thy face from my sins, and blot out all my iniquity. Create in me a clean heart, O God, and renew a right spirit in me. I have read from the 51st Psalm, from 1 through 10. May the Lord add a blessing to the reading of his word for the edification of our soul. And now our announcements by Sister Karen.
This is the day which the Lord has made. We will rejoice and be glad in it. Welcome to the Magic World Christian Kingdom Inspirational Service, where Bishop Magic Wand is the founder and pastor. Thank you for bringing us into your home. To write or call, our address is 5425 West Madison, Chicago, Illinois, 60644. Our phone number is area code 312-379-HOPE. That's 379-HOPE. Our order of service is as follows. Sunday afternoon at 12:33 p.m., Sunday school, and our worship service is at 1:33 p.m. Tuesday at 7:33 p.m., drug and alcohol workshop. Wednesday at 7:33 p.m., free food and Bible study class. Thursday at 6:33 p.m., youth night. Friday at 8:33 p.m., miracle night. So please feel free to join us. All are welcome. Remember, these broadcasts are made possible by you, the viewers, and all contributions are tax deductible. Once again, our address is 5425 West Madison, Chicago, Illinois 60644, or Post Office Box 24791, Chicago, Illinois 60624. For prayer and counseling, call 312-379-HOPE. That's 379-HOPE. God bless you.
Now, wherever you are in your home, let's take time out for a word of prayer. Whatever you're doing, just stop with wherever you are and let us pray. Father God, eternal God, in the name of Jesus, God, we just want to thank you for this moment. Oh God, thank you for reaching out and touching on lost souls, healing those that are sick, Lord, delivering those that are in bondage, reaching into the jails, Lord, and to the hospital, and to the home of those that have been captured by...
All right, got my shit. All right. That nigga was taking all goddamn day. He's supposed to have been here. You know? All right. Appreciate y'all for waiting, man. Shout out to Magic Don Juan, man. You know what I'm saying? He invented the church. That's how we talk in Chicago. That's really how we talk in Chicago. It's always church on the bitch. Yeah, I had to order in 1,000 bottles of baby oil. I ordered 1,000 bottles of baby oil. You got me, nigga. You got me! Hey, Jap, I heard that brother Polite and Leslie Jones got an OF together. Man, if they have a kid, the magnitude of ugly. The magnitude of that ugly, man. Yeah, man, I had to order 1,000 bottles of baby oil, man. See, when you getting baby oil on that level, you got to get that shipped in, nigga. See, you got to get shipped in, nigga. You got to sign off for that. You niggas ain't doing it like that. It's a baby oil game. Shout out to Upward Man, Paul's No Rainbow. Yeah, but I had to order in the baby oil, man. Motherfuckers caught me slipping. Yeah, my girl could have a hell of a night. Slip and slide up in that ass. Take that. You know, get this baby oil, man. You know, man, how y'all feeling, man? You know what I'm saying? I appreciate y'all coming through fucking with me tonight, man. You know, it's a lot of fuck channels over here you could be fucking with, but you fucking with the truth, fucking with the church all day. You know? Baby oil all over the place, man. Motherfuckers gonna be sliding down the steps around this motherfucker, nigga. Baby oil and Casamigos. You know? Everything gonna be greasy. You ever shook a nigga hand and their hand be like greasy? I got a homeboy like that, man. I always give him the fist bump. That is a greasy hand, motherfucker. The nigga told all us, man, he said he got a disorder where his palms sweat all the time. I seen a nigga on the phone. It was literally sweat dripping down his arm. I'm like, you nasty hand, motherfucker. ever met a motherfucker like that? I had to get that nigga a dap, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, this nigga just naturally got dick beaters, man. He got hands, he just ready to take himself at any moment, man. Like, swear, I'm dead serious, man. Somebody look that up, man. I never looked it up to see what the actual what is that symptom actually called. But my man's really got that, man. Like, I seen him on the phone arguing with his broad for like 10 minutes straight. You know what I'm saying? With the phone on the car charger, so the phone is hot. This nigga hands, this nigga, moist hand ass nigga, hands was sweat. I'm like, dog, I'm looking at your sleeve, bro. Your sleeve is damp and drenched. He like, yeah, man, my hands be sweating. I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with you? I hate shaking that nigga hand, man. Shit be like, it be feeling like your hand be sticking to the shit like, you know what I'm saying? Like, yuck. Nigga saturated around this bitch, man. But yeah, man. So this Diddy trial, man, the prosecutors laid out everything today again with Cassie. You know what I'm saying? To paint her as a victim, to basically spell out everything that she was doing, explain all the text messages, you know what I'm saying? Lay the premise on how Diddy was running his program when it pertains to her. Cross-examination is tomorrow. Now, all they've been doing so far, what the prosecution has laid out, they made this shit really look like a domestic violence case, and that's why all y'all keep talking about is Cassie, but I'm trying to keep reminding you that this is victim one. There are other victims. Don't get stuck on this. We still have 2 months to go. Jap, your auntie Dana to do a show now on the Diddy trial, but you are more entertaining. Peace to the church. Shout out to Dana. I don't know what time zone she be in. Shabba Ranks had a song called Trailer Load of Baby Earl. Okay, goddamn. Jap a victim. This nigga show his face? Nope. You don't count, bro. Freak, you gotta make it count, man. You gotta hit that super chat, or you gotta show your face, stand on it. Whatever whatever your problem is, I can't help you. You know what I'm saying? I can't help you. I'm not here to say fuck niggas. Whatever you're going through, I hope you go through it, and I hope it gets worse for you. That's how I play it. Nigga don't like me. I hope the worst things happen to you, nigga. Hope you get testicular cancer, nigga. You did. Fuck out of here, nigga. Hope you get prostate cancer, nigga. Don't be surprised if Cassie goes in early labor when she gets cross-examined tomorrow. Yeah, man. So the prosecutor's been laying this shit out, man. And it's really, I'm gonna be honest, the way they've been laying it out, they've been laying this shit out really weak, man. It's shocking because of all the nasty things that's going on, but they're not laying out the RICO case. They're not laying out, besides the fact buying prostitutes, which is the closest thing to the sex trafficking part, they're not really laying down mad crimes. It just looked like a crazy ass boyfriend, you know what I'm saying, who's jealous and then she says she jealous, which throws holes in her story. So it really was they really came kind of weak. And with Diddy having $100 million lawyer team, they about to peel her ass tomorrow. They about to peel her ass tomorrow. Okay, hyperhidrosis condition characterized by excessive sweating, especially in the palms of the hands, feet, and underarms. That's what that nigga got. Oh. Shout out to bro, man. You know, nigga got to put deodorant on his hands. On his goddamn hands, man. That's crazy. So they didn't really come with the real work, man. I don't think they came with that work, man. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna be honest with you. If they lose this case, oh boy, I'm still gonna talk shit. Why, Jap? Why? Because you put an all-woman prosecuting staff up there, and them bitches didn't do their goddamn job. You got an all-woman prosecution cast. And if them hoes drop the ball, oh boy, you're going to get all types of DEI videos. On. I'm going in on women judges, everybody. Y'all go home. Go make sandwiches. Go make sandwiches. You know? Go make a sandwich. Please get your ass out the courtroom, bitch. You know what I'm saying? Because that if they drop the ball on this shit, man, that's gonna really fuck up everything, man, for women. Because this is supposed to be, really like a woman empowerment thing. Yeah, we strong women's. We strong women's. We are educated hoses. We educated hoses. Jap, first of all, do you even have a degree? We the educated hoses. The educated hoses fucked this up. Oh boy. After they brought Homeland Security and all this shit, and they put it in the hands of you hoes, and you hoes fuck it up. Y'all not gonna hear the end of it. They not gonna hear the end of it. But for the most part, and this is why I gotta keep bringing it back to, he's not on trial for domestic violence. So when everybody keeps saying, yeah, she was doing it willingly, she was willingly, she enjoyed it. That's not what they talking about. The trafficking of the prostitutes, you know, the traveling of the prostitutes and the paying of these people and going over state lines is what triggered this. Because if let's say if Diddy would have just been, he just would have stayed in New York and bought dingalings in New York and jacked off in New York and never left, you know what I'm saying, New York when he was doing that, then it would have just been a state case of a nigga buying prostitutes, and that don't get you no life sentence. You know, that gets you like probation for a year. You know what I'm saying? For buying a prostitute. You know what I'm saying? But once you start traveling and bringing them in, and, you know, then you got the element of violence. You know, start watching some of these cases where the pimps get locked up for pimping and pandering and stuff like that. You'll see what I'm talking about. The element of fear, you know what I'm saying? And the element of the violence and the you can't go nowhere, bring your ass back type shit. That's the only thing that they had. But other than that, it just looked like, you know what I'm saying, a nigga-fied relationship. That's all it looked like. A little nigga-fied relationship. But we're going to go through some of the recaps. I'm pretty sure the real recap's going to come out tomorrow. We're going to go through everything. We not stopping, man. Like I said, man, I got the 20 ounce. So we working. What y'all want to do, man? You know what I'm saying? Matter of fact, I'm going to order a case of these so I can give y'all work all day. You know what I'm saying? Heart attack Jack, full effect. Be the first nigga to catch a heart attack on a live stream. Y'all better call 911. I have a heart attack on the screen. Y'all niggas gonna be making screenshots and shit, screen recording this shit, making memes and shit. I'm be like, look at Jap. Y'all niggas, man, y'all better hold a nigga down, nigga. Get to sipping on this shit now, nigga. Damn that shit. These bitches be like $6 and shit, man. I ain't know they came in this size. Pause, no rainbow. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man. They out there. I'm seeing a lot of bloggers. Myron Fresh and Fit was out there. That girl Tisa Tales was out there again. The Shade Room was out there. I wish I would have went out there, man. Wish I would have went out there. But New York is expensive and annoying, man. Y'all ever been to New York? Especially where they having that trial. I don't like New York like that. I ain't gonna lie to you. I don't like New York. Nowhere to park. It's too congested. It's too many goddamn people. And it's like every weirdo in the world is on the streets of New York, man. It's like, goddamn. You know what I'm saying? Like the nigga, what was the dude who had to strangle dude on the train? It's a bunch of those people on the train walking in New York. That's how New York got this crazy ass motherfuckers walking around. Motherfuckers talking to themselves and shit. This is like, what the fuck is wrong with you niggas, man? You know what I'm saying? What is wrong with you niggas, man? You know? So let's get into this, man. Cassie trial, man. I can't wait for tomorrow for the cross-examination, but we're going to get into this shit.
Right now, I think the prosecution did what they needed to do.
Let me speak on this Breakfast Club shit. This chick right here, man, is the best thing that happened to the Breakfast Club. You know what I'm saying? She needs to replace DJ Envy. I promise you. Charlemagne is the comedy. You know what I'm saying? Just Hilarious. I would keep Just Hilarious for just the confrontational aspect of shit. This lady is a hell of a journalist, Lauren. She's on the scene. She's taking crazy good notes. I've been watching her shit. She brings clarity to that show because Charlemagne don't really bring like the facts. He's good at rebuttaling and, you know what I'm saying, and improvising on the fly. And that's great. He brings, you know, some humor and some life to the show. He's pretty much the life of the show. She's the information, and Envy is just dead weight. He's just dead weight, bro. I'm sorry. Envy has no memorable moments except for apologizing for cheating on his bitch. That's it. Or checking somebody for roasting his bitch or something like that. It's just always something about him and his bitch. But, you know, other than that, man, they can get rid of him, man. He can go. Envy is so fucking boring.
Do today. They did their big one, even though it's so weird because they did their big one, but it was so subtle. I feel like it wasn't the big explosion that I felt when Puff's team cross-examined the first couple witnesses.
Right now, I'm kind of in the middle because it somewhat seems like more of a domestic violence type of case versus a RICO.
See, that's what everybody's saying. So, being that the prosecutors had to get Cassie out here immediately, it automatically sways the public and making the public think that this is a domestic violence situation, and everybody's making comments as if he's being judged on domestic violence. That's why I have to keep reminding you the element that they're tying us into is the purchasing of the penises. See, the moment that Puffy purchased penis, that's when it becomes criminal. Then they scrutinize the criminality, decide whether it's state or federal, and it became federal when the traveling starts getting involved. You dig? Then they go into it more and find out what's really going on in the operation and going on in that bedroom and going on with the dynamic between him and Cassie. But niggas are so fixated with the dynamic between him and Cassie, y'all not seeing what this is about. It's about the purchasing of penises. Okay? So please, just pay attention, man. Be patient with the case, man. And enjoy the show.
Federal case.
What I feel like this is going right now, it could go a number of ways. Unlike yesterday, which detailed more a lot of like sexual abuse and a lot of specifics regarding the behavior with the escorts, today seemed to dive more into a lot of like physical abuse.
They laid the groundwork for some of the charges to stick, if I'm being honest with you. And I think that's in question right now. People feel like, oh, well, the prosecution ain't really got nothing. Cassie's testimony alone, and there's still so many people that I'm sure we're going to hear from, laid the groundwork for them charges to stick. I don't think they're going to stick the way that people think. Like, I don't think he's going to spend the rest of his life in jail, but he definitely going to sit down.
So far, it's a back and forth. What we have today now is I think that the prosecutors kept this whole day for themselves. So then that's going to lead us probably into a 2-day cross-examination, most likely. And I think that now that could play into the defense's favor, because over the weekend, everybody in the jury is going to be thinking about what the defense said lashed on their minds.
I think the most damning piece of evidence that was shown was a lot of the photos with bruises all over Cassie's face and having her.
Yeah, see, that's another thing, too. You got to think about this. This is regular people, 12 regular people that they have to convince. A lot of people, I talk to them all the time. A lot of people, when we talk about cases, they always talk about these judges. The judges are merely a referee between the prosecutor and the defense to make sure that they're arguing and they're arguing on course. You get found guilty by those 12 people, regular people who work regular jobs, who have been taken away from their regular jobs, and they're going to be taken away from their regular jobs for 60 days to get paid shit. Well, it might get paid more in a federal trial, but I know regular state cases, I think it was like $17 a day in Chicago. Bro, you take a hit if you get called to jury duty and actually got to do a case, a real one. You know? But I don't know what they do with a federal case. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? But if you can convince them, you're not that's who you're trying to convince. You're trying to convince them, not a judge. A lot of people think you the judge railroad me. The judge might railroad you on the sentencing, but that's what they do. But when it comes to the case, you know, and then there's another element of it too, where judges can fuck up a case. Not letting certain people testify, deeming certain things inadmissible, throwing things out, you know. But you are here to convince these 12 regular citizens, you know. And you have to be proven guilty beyond a shadow of a doubt. So it's going to be up to Diddy's defense to create doubt. And they are going to tear Cassie to shreds. They're going to tear Cassie to shreds about her drug use. How in the hell could you assess these situations when you're high all the time? How do you know all of this happened? How do you know if that was his intentions? You know what I'm saying? Have you ever hit him? You know what I'm saying? They're going to assess everything. Why were you getting high all the time? I mean, you're high. How could you have this great sense of judgment when you're always high? And when it came to the prostitutes, it seems like it was your idea because you're the one shopping for these dicks. And it's all on your phone. You made all the payments. You booked all the rooms under fake names. You see, that was one of the smart things that Diddy did. You put everything under her name. So this creates doubt. How do we know this is not your idea? You said at one point in time, you asked to do it. You asked him, say, yeah, you want to do a freak off. Yeah, and you said you enjoyed it. You see? But now when you didn't enjoy it, now you're disgruntled. Then they're going to talk about her money problems when she left Diddy. How do we know that you're not taking out your rage and, you know what I'm saying, this is not a vindictive move because you were left out high and dry? And then they're going to get into a character. The man that you married was a man that your boyfriend hired. See, this is going to get real interesting tomorrow. This is a man that your boyfriend hired to train you, and he entrusted you to be faithful, and he entrusted this man to do his job, and then you all were sneaking off, and then now you all are married with 3 children, present day. And the only reason why you even know this man is because your boyfriend hired him as a trainer to train you under good faith. They are going to tear her apart. You said you had sex with many men, you know, and it seems like it's all your idea. You said to the escort that we can rub each other down with baby oil and see where it goes. So how do we know you didn't spring this idea on Diddy and he's going along with it, trying to please you? They gonna fuck her up. She gonna fuck around and go into labor. She gonna fuck around and go into labor. We found footage of the freak-offs in your phone. For a person to be so traumatized from this experience, why did you hold on to these magical moments, young lady? No further questions. They gonna fuck her up. They gonna fuck her up. I'm gonna be over here watching this shit in the morning. They gonna be fucking her up. Get the goddamn lights on! You know, you said you were jealous. You know, did you ever fight over Diddy? You know, how was your relationship with Kim? Did you have any conflict with Kim? Did it ever get physical? It's gonna be, oh my God. They're gonna have text messages and all this shit. Why would you? So if you were so scared and these memories haunted you so much, why would you hold on to all of this footage on a flash drive? What was your intent of holding on to this footage? Possibly blackmail? On a blackmail? See, 100 million. I'm just speculating on how it goes because I watch this type of shit religiously. I watch Law TV and shit like that. Like I said, I don't watch these YouTube niggas. You know what I'm saying? They ain't really interested like that. I watch shit of importance. You know what I'm saying? And I advise you to watch me because I'm something of importance. Because I'm black. But, you know, they gonna break all that shit down, man. Why are you holding on to this footage? What was your intent? You know, you wrote a book about this for a person who is traumatized and scared. You know, why would you write and reflect on these memories and try to monetize on these memories of misery? You know, what was the motivation? You know what I'm saying? Money. I mean, you know, you seem pretty happy in Mexico. You're hugging him. You know, you say you're doing this to make him happy, but every picture and video we see, you are smiling from ear to ear, young lady. You are in Cabo. He's done the world for you. He gave you, you were on you got an allowance of $30,000 to $50,000 a week. You were living life. You had condos. Your family had cars. Seems like a great man doing a great thing for you. In every video, you seem to be happy. in these freak offs. You even asked to do a freak off. And before you stated you wanted to make him happy. You know, so they're going to break that shit down to the molecule. Now, you know, what was your motivation when you were going online looking for dancers? Did you really want them to dance? Or was your mind set on having sex with these guys? You know, you did all the recruiting. There's nothing here tying my client to looking for these men. All of the ding-a-ling searching is on you and on your laptop, young lady. It's gonna be, they gonna fuck her up. When you got $100 million lawyer team, they about to fry her ass. Her water gonna break. Her water gonna break. You know? So yeah, you know, we're gonna show all of you hate this man to this day, but when it's all said and done, you were the main one backstabbing. Right now, you are living the life that you have right now for backstabbing this man who poured everything into you. Literally poured everything into you. But he gave you the world and you spit in his face and married the man that he hired to help you. You know, it's going to be, man, it's going to be crazy. It's going to get interesting tomorrow, man.
Kind of explain how those bruises happened. And I think one of the photos for me that stood out was the photo of the knife.
Now, granted, he did hit you. He admits that. You know, he was wrong for that. He was jealous. But it seems like you are always with different men. You know what I'm saying? How many times did he catch you with different men? He called me with Kid Cudi. He called me with the trainer. Called me with... Do you think that would anger a man who gives a woman $50,000 a week? And all he asks is for a little bit of loyalty that you couldn't give him. It's gonna get interesting tomorrow.
That she put in her door after her and Diddy broke up, where she said that Diddy made a lot of unannounced stops at her house.
But I personally think the most revealing one was in terms of like the bruises, and then there at one point.
I'll kick it off as a prosecutor. When the last time you had a job, Miss Cassie Ventura? I was 16 and I was working at Dairy Queen. Oh, okay. So you're 28 years old today. So for the last 12 years, this man, my client, has been supporting you, giving you a lifestyle, giving you a place to live, feeding you, clothing you, giving you everything. And you left him for the trainer he bought for you. No further questions.
Pervert, you are a pervert.
I want the truth. Oh, she's 38. You can't handle the truth.
Pervert.
She's 38. My bad. Old bitch. Come over there like, tell us about Ryan Leslie. Well, you know, we were in a relationship. Why did you leave Ryan Leslie, Cassie? So you have a habit of leaving men who do the world for you. Yes, you do. Yes, you do. You go to situation to situation, distracting from men, don't you? Don't you? No further questions.
Pervert.
I had that bitch. I had that bitch crying, nigga. I had that bitch crying on that stand.
Cassie texted a photo of the bruises to Diddy and said, "I want you to know what you did."
So do you think that today as a juror, if you were on the jury, that you would convict, or you have enough to convict? If I was a juror today, I would convict him, but it would be, I would suggest a way lighter sentencing than what they're talking about. And I'm not fully convinced yet. So if I was a juror today, I would be leaning towards, okay, he does need to serve some time, but not what they talking about.
No, not yet. I would want to hear from Diddy's defense and see what they're.
Oh yeah, like from what I'm hearing, you know, I would only charge them with like, but see, it was federal, so they got mandatory minimums. They have mandatory minimums when it comes to federal. So, like, if this charge is the minimum he can do is 15, that's where they start at. They work their way up from there. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know if this one is just the minimum, is just life, because they throw human trafficking and sex trafficking. They kind of both collide a little bit, because human trafficking is kind of like, you know, what goes on down at the border, and then that's like you know, selling people. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of almost like a kidnap. It falls. Let me pull it up. We ain't gonna do guesswork in it. We ain't gonna pull it up. We ain't gonna do no guesswork in it. What is the human trafficking? See, we gonna the unlawful act of transporting or coercing people in order to benefit from their work or service, typically in the form of forced labor or sexual exploitation. See, that's what making them work. You know, see, that's when you get into the human trafficking, and that's what a lot of the pimps are getting. So if he can get, and then here's the thing too, y'all. I need y'all to understand too, with superseding indictments, they can spring. See, how can I say this? They can start adding more charges on to this indictment as the case goes along, because you do know they haven't been talking about the shaved numbers on the machine guns. That's an ATF type of violation, nigga. The shaved numbers on the machine guns he had at the crib. You notice I ain't brought that up. The drugs, flying with these drugs. They haven't brought that up. And I'm glad we get to watch this trial, and watch what's going. We can't watch the trial, but you know, watch the people who giving us the transcripts of this trial, because everybody for the last few months we've been having all these speculations on what's in the baby oil. GHB, what's in the baby oil? We like, you rub it in your skin and you get high. And I'm like, everybody been having all these theories about this baby oil. Now we know what the baby oil was for. You need about 100 bottles a session to fill a swimming pool full of that shit, to fill up a mini pool of that shit. So now we know what the baby oil's for. You know what I'm saying? This nigga in these fantasies, man. All this to jack off. Don't forget that, y'all. All this to jack off.
Rebuttals are, and because there's a lot of facts that still haven't been shown yet.
I wouldn't be so fast to convict yet, man. It's going to be more.
But after I see the cross-examination of Cassie, I think I'll have a better feeling of like how I think the rest of the case is about to go. But again, she's one witness. She's a star witness, but she's one witness.
So I've seen you with the family every single day at court so far. What is your position with the family?
My position is family and a very close friend of Puff's.
Yesterday you were wearing a Free Puffy shirt. Do you believe that Puffy will be free?
See, and they won't let him come back in court with that. I think he tried to get to court when they was doing, when they were picking the jurors, and they kicked him out because he had that shirt on. I remember this guy.
Yes, I do believe he's going to be free. Yes, I do believe that. It ain't what they heard, it's what they didn't hear, right? They didn't hear any crimes. right? At least no crimes that'll put a man in jail like that. You follow me? What I heard today was domestic violence. I heard two consenting adults having a freaky situation with one another, and last time I checked, being a freak and being a voyeur is not against the law, and it's definitely punishable by no jail time. So I believe in this team, and they're strong enough to tell the truth. They're strong enough to get the truth. That's all we're doing. We're targeting the truth.
Now I'm wondering too, man, if he beats this, how will the public still receive him? Pause, no Rainbow. Pause, no Diddy. Could he still come back to hip hop? Overheaded Deal, Baby Oil Bandit. Shout out to Overheaded Deal. Man. Could he still come back to hip hop, man? Well, you know what? Yes, he could. I'm gonna tell you why. Because you niggas don't stand for shit. Just look at the damn manosphere. Anything's possible. Anything's possible when you niggas taking dating advice from sexual predators. Perverts and pilgrims. Perverts. I'm wondering what type of business. I'm just saying, hypothetically, he gets out. What type of business is he gonna do? He can't, he's never gonna work a regular job. He's just gonna buy real estate or something. I don't know. Start a real estate company, just have real estate and just hide and just, run around, just let the money run up or something. I don't know. What could he do? Because his name, he could be a porn director. But I don't think nobody in the industry stood up for him. Not one of his friends stood up for him. Except for Stevie J. But who the fuck is Stevie? He ain't got no power. I'm talking about all these powerful people. Nobody spoke on his behalf. Who is going to do business with him? Who's going to let him on a stage? You say a dildo factory owner? He could. But see, I'm just saying, is his name dirt to where if you find out he owns it, then people protest it. You know what I'm saying? People boycott shit all the time. Who's going to want to do business with him? What could he do, man? What could Diddy do, man? What could he do? That's what and I'm not saying like he got enough money that he could put in the bank and just live off interest. But what companies would do any type of business with him? You say we can call it Stuff Daddy. This nigga's stupid. Shout out over there, man. Yeah, he's good for life, but he's got to set up the company for his kids. Is the industry going to demonize his kids now? Not want to do business with his kids? Like, will it blackball everybody? I think the girls probably got a shot of doing something, and I don't think they have a whole lot of doors open, but I don't think they get a lot of doors closed on them like his sons. Quincy, he's cool. I'll be sure, son, he gonna be cool. But Justin and Christian, them two party animals, they just like Diddy. I don't think nobody gonna want to do anything with their ass. Just because they act just like they daddy. They probably didn't have his back because he's got dirt on them or they don't want to get burned for their indiscretion. Shout out to Upward Man, pause, no homo. CJ, this is all the result of not paying Cassie off first. Yep. Before she released that lawsuit. Pay me or I'm gonna do a tell all freaky stuff we did, lawsuit hustle. Yes. Yes. So I'm just wondering, man. Again, man, because your daddy want to jerk off, he done fucked over the family fortune. It's fucking crazy, man. Jagging off ass nigga, man. Retarded, man. But yeah, man, let's listen to lawyer experts on what they say, you know.
An escort to pee in Cassie's mouth.
Ooh, yuck. Yuck, man.
He paid an escort to pee in Cassie's mouth.
But the escort is testifying that Cassie wanted him to. And then he actually went.
See, and we got to think about with cross-examination tomorrow. They're gonna hammer that home. You talked about drowning in urine, but here you told us that you asked for this. So this is something that you continuously ask for. So you obviously enjoyed it because you're asking for you request. No one requests for something that they don't want. You're a toilet seat, young lady. No further questions. No further questions. Your Honor, no question. She's a toilet seat. He can do business behind the scenes like Harry O. See, here's the thing. Harry O never was lit like that. You know what I'm saying? Harry O didn't have the key to New York City. He didn't run the marathon. He wasn't on camera. Like he was, you know, he wasn't at the VMAs. He wasn't at the Grammys. He wasn't like, he's not that popular. We know who he is because we study the game. But when you're that fucking famous, you can't be behind the scenes. You can't hide. That's like saying, put him in witness protection. How the fuck you gonna put P. Diddy in witness protection? You see what I'm saying? He's too popular. Witness protection will not work for a nigga like that. You couldn't put him in any country. Will Cassie's husband be a ride or die for Cassie? Yeah, he's white. Of course he's gonna. Cassie's husband was running a marathon for domestic violence survivors and shit. Hey, look up the video. Look at. I seen a video. Just look up her husband, man. You know he's really into, you know, supporting her story and stuff. You know, she's a domestic violence survivor and shit like that. He's one of those niggas. You know what I'm saying? Happy to have a little exotic, spicy bitch. You know what I'm saying? Plus, and $20 million don't make it that bad either, nigga. You know, you got $20 million, bitch. You Beyonce to me, nigga. We gonna get it with this 20 mil. Take that, take that.
Went on the stage.
I'll be damned if she played with me like she ain't gonna give me. She gonna play games with the pussy. What if Cassie tried to make him wait for the pussy and, you know, she don't want to suck dick and what? Bitch, you was at the freak off. You better do these nuts. Motherfucker, balls in your jaws. You better get busy. Shit, you over here halfway fucking, no, fuck me like you fuck Diddy them. Don't try to be a respectable woman on my watch. I want the same pussy he got. Give me the same pussy he got. the long way. Give me the pussy the long way. Bitch motherfucker want to hold out on the pussy. You know what I'm saying? That gump ass nigga probably waited and shit. You know, I just don't want to objectify you. What? Girl, I heard what you're doing over there. Shit. Give me some of that. The long way. Yeah. I'm in there fucking up. I'm sounding like Melvin off Baby Boy. Old nigga squad. Yeah. Give me the pussy. Yeah. Oh yeah, Jap's in that ass. I'm talking gas shit. Give me the baby oil. Baby oil, you bitch. All day. Get on your knees. Motherfucker, don't be playing with me. Give me all the pussy he got. You know?
He paid an escort to pee in Cassie's mouth.
But the escort is testifying that Cassie wanted him to. And then he actually went on the stand and said, well, both of them told me to do it. And Diddy's defense being, I'm a domestic abuser, but my sex life is not a crime.
That move, it's a credibility move because his defense team knows that it's undeniable, it's caught on videotapes. So what they're trying to say is, oh, it's not illegal to have a swinging lifestyle. It's not illegal to cheat on your girlfriend or to have 5 or 10 girlfriends. But it is illegal to hire escorts, and it is illegal to have escorts cross state lines.
That's what I'm telling y'all. See, I've been trying to slow y'all down. You know what I'm saying? I've been trying to slow y'all down. He had to wait while the other guys run trains. God damn, CJ, you ain't shit today, huh? Man, shit. Okay, so everybody, let's slow it down. Let's slow it down, y'all. I've been trying to educate because everybody keep coming in here. He ain't did it. She wanted to do that shit. That's not the point. You not understanding. This is federal. Do you know any niggas that did some fair time? Have you ever went to a nigga court case? You can learn something, man. Like, you talk to a nigga who been through that shit and they will educate you on how all that shit work. You know what I'm saying? Start using the big part of your brain. They are not tripping about the ass kicking. They're tying this into the sex trafficking. Taking people across state lines for the means of sexual gratification. That's why I told you, stupid assholes, you keep flying these bitches out. If the bitch get disgruntled, you're gonna get a charge. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna get a charge, dickhead.
Your girlfriend or to have 5 or 10 girlfriends. But it is illegal to hire escorts, and it is illegal to have escorts cross state lines.
Stop. It's illegal to hire escorts. It's illegal to bring escorts across state lines. Please talk to the trick community. Please tell those brothers that buying pussy, purchasing pussy, you know what I'm saying, is illegal. It is a crime. I know you think it's harmless until your ass get caught. And then if you get caught buying pussy from a prostitute, you know what I'm saying, or they perceive the situation to be that, you will be registered as a sex offender and you will have to take those goddamn classes and look like a clown. Salute, Jap. What's the difference between Diddy R. Kelly case? Did Kelly get found guilty for the RICO? Nah, R. Kelly ain't get a RICO. He got sex trafficking. Let me see. Let's go back. Let's see. What was R. Kelly found guilty of? 30 years in prison for sex trafficking. You You see, it is a very easy charge to catch when you're being a pervert.
You pervert are a pervert.
You know, that's what it was. 30 years. He was 55 when he went in. 30 years. Oh, convicted of racketeering. It's the same case. They got racketeering on there too. So he utilized his inner circle and means to get this shit done and facilitate shit with them hoes. And he's another videotaping ass nigga. Y'all niggas gonna learn, man. I don't know, man. I guess being a pervert. Y'all want to is it worth the risk? Let me ask you this shit, man. Is the bitch worth the risk? I ain't never met a bitch that's worth doing life in prison for. Ever had some pussy that goddamn good? A nigga do life? Nigga do life for that pussy, bitch. Life. You know, nigga, you say R. Kelly visited your school. You went to Kenwood? Adam, you went to Kenwood? I ran to get my sister away from him. Yeah, that nigga tried to holler at my cousin on her prom at Rock and Roll McDonald's, man. That nigga crazy, man. Young ass girl. So you sell pussy across state lines, but you can't buy pussy across state lines. Fam, I don't write these laws. That's the laws. They wrote these shits. You should just know these shits. Now, if you want to go fight for the right to buy pussy, hey, man, you know, at least you're not gay. You know what I'm saying? You know, I'm not saying I got your back. You know, but I don't know, you want to go march and picket. We want to buy pussy. We want to buy pussy. Make tricking great again. But yeah, man, you taking these hoes across state to state, man. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead, man. Fluff up your pillows, man. In your prison cell, man. You're gonna be there for a little while. You know? We wanna buy pussy. I do, nigga, I'm a Chicago nigga, man. You know I know what the fuck going on. You say shout out to Kenwood. Yeah, nigga. You know I know what's going on, nigga. So you say, yeah, you came to my school. I'm like, nigga, you went to Kenwood. Your ass be at the house picnic with them old hoes. Motherfucker be talking about something. Follow me. I'm hoping to see the day when our people say, why don't you follow me? I hate that shit. That's how you know your aunties and them coming out. All you hear is doom, 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 doom. I'll be like, oh shit. Here come your auntie and shit. They ass coming through. They about to do some house dance. House dancing ass motherfuckers. Why don't you follow me? Face ass. Like, God, I hate that damn house music. You know what I'm saying? That motherfucker be, we some freaky motherfuckers. You gotta be with Chicago to know this shit. Said we some. Hear that. Said we some.
His defense team knows that it's undeniable. It's caught on videotape. So what they're trying to say is, oh, it's not illegal to have a swinging lifestyle. It's not illegal to cheat on your girlfriend or to have 5 or 10 girlfriends. But it is illegal to hire escorts, and it is illegal to have escorts cross state lines, because you've got escorts testifying about the fact that they cross state lines for these freak-offs. Diddy screwed. He's going away.
Really?
This is a lawyer. I'm telling you, once you bring them motherfuckers across state lines, that's what he's gotta disprove. This Cassie shit is really just to fuck up Diddy's character right now. I don't want y'all to get involved with that. Oh, you can't get me. She wanted to do the freak. It's not, nigga. Don't get distracted. The charge. Go think about the charge. This is the setup. Oh, yeah, let me talk about that. Shout out to James, man. He say, these tricks want to cheat the game so badly, Jap. Hey, man, let them. Let them. I hope they get locked up. I'm going to laugh because I told them, and they was the main ones going at me. I'm like, all right, brother. All right, Melvin. I hope the pussy was worth it. Let me talk about this, though. You got to think about niggas ain't even thought about Steve Harvey. What you mean, Jap? Steve Harvey. Steve Harvey's daughter was Diddy bitch for a little while. Niggas don't remember that. Steve Harvey need to be livid right now. I be calling my daughter, what the fuck you was over there doing with that nigga? Ain't nobody brought up Lori Harvey. Steve Harvey should be, man, whoa. But see, he don't want to bring no attention. But see, a nigga like me, I'll bring some attention. You know what I'm saying? Because this bitch was fucking Diddy and fucking Diddy's son. What the fuck kind of freak-offs she was over there doing with P. Diddy, Steve Harvey daughter. On the next episode of Milk and Baby Oil. On the next episode of Man Milk and Baby Oil. Y'all see the thumbnail? Man Milk and Baby Oil. That's how Diddy roll. I want y'all to hear this one more time because I gotta play this for the educated brother in the back.
Because his defense team knows that it's undeniable, it's caught on videotape. So what they're trying to say is, oh, it's not illegal to have a swinging lifestyle. It's not illegal to cheat on your girlfriend or to have 5 or 10 girlfriends. But it is illegal to hire escorts, and it is illegal to have escorts cross state lines, because you've got escorts testifying about the fact that they cross state lines for these freak-offs. Diddy screwed. He's going away.
Really?
Without a doubt. Yeah, without a doubt. I bet there's some guy out there somewhere telling his girlfriend, you think I'm the bad boyfriend? Look at this guy.
Yeah. Shout out to that lawyer, man. It's illegal to buy escorts. It's illegal to take these escorts across state lines. Trick culture. Please pay attention. Now, they've been talking about this on the Breakfast Club. Shout out to, what's her name? Lori? What's the bitch name? What's the bitch name? I like how she coming. What's her name? Lori? Is it Lauren LaRosa? Yeah, shout out to Lauren LaRosa. I had to pull up her Instagram. You know, she got a lot of weave. She don't really look like shit to me.
La Rosa from The Breakfast Club. Sorry to interrupt, but y'all know how I do. So I'm here to talk about Top Dog Law. Y'all hear
That's Diddy's lawyer. Top Dog Law.
Birthday where that was her first time kissing, and she admitted that she didn't want to kiss him, that she felt, just very she didn't know how to feel. She felt confused. She was young. She was crying. She set the scene early for the power dynamic of, this big mogul who was supposed to be helping me in music.
All right, bitch. Get to the See what I'm saying? They were saying that Cassie testimony been so boring on the prosecution side. A lot of people were leaving. They was waiting for this shit to get real spicy. It really wasn't spicy only when they was talking about the tape. After that, it was just the questioning was so boring. You know what I'm saying? You say she got some motorboats. She got ass though. Looking at
executive producing.
No, for real. She says that, there were certain, after she details a lot of the background, she starts going into the things that a lot of us wanted to know about. So they talked to her about the freak-offs, and what she says about the freak-offs is that Diddy allegedly was in control.
Shout out to JW. Say the Mann Act, also known as the White Slave Traffic Act, is a key part of history. The law was passed in 1910. Wasn't it like a boxer dude who was dating white women, and they didn't like that shit? He was traveling when they came up with this shit. Let me look it up real quick, what the proper definition of it is. Let me see. All right, let's go. The Mann Act, also known as the White Slave Trade Act, is a federal law, not a state law, a federal law. See, that's what they're getting Diddy on. Criminalizing the transportation of individuals, particularly women and girls, across state lines or internationally for the purpose of prostitution, debauchery, or other immoral purposes, like peeing in a motherfucker's mouth. Enacted in 1910, it was named after Congressman James R. Mann and aimed to address concerns about prostitution, immorality, and human trafficking. The act has been amended over time, including in 1978, to expand its scope to include minors of other sex and broader definitions of transportation. Definitions of transportation. Okay, so that's what it is.
She says that, it was very well choreographed. Like, it was almost, when she was describing it, I was like, it sounds like he was shooting a music video.
Executive producing.
No, for real.
And that's what I said. If he's going to do all that, fix the lighting, and who does all that to jack off? But you're going to fix the lighting and do all that shit? This nigga needed to start a porno company. He probably would have been good at it.
She says that, there were certain supplies that they would have, right? So they would do candles as the lighting, and it would always be like Glade, or there was another brand that she mentioned because he wanted it to smell a certain way.
So you setting that mood for another dude, and this niggas be in my chat talking about something wrong with me? We're talking about a dude who sets the mood for another dude to be nude. What the fuck is wrong with you? God damn. Shout out to EV, man. He say, y'all show our ministers support yet. Now, we ain't got no sponsors tonight yet, man. We still ain't done, though. I'm just getting warmed up. I done finished it. It's done. I'm powered up. You going to jail now. And
then she says,
candles.
Then she says that they would get extra linens, and we've heard this story, but she said that because we heard before that there were extra linens because
of Dookie on the sheets.
Shout out to Charlamagne. Charlamagne said everything I would be saying if I was on that show. I'd be ignorant. They be like, Jap, have you had your Red Bull today? Yeah, I'm off 2 of them bitches. Let's go. Turn up. I'ma be
So what she said was she was actually
up, man.
she was actually made to have freak offs during her period, and so there would be blood on a lot of the sheets. And she said she didn't want to do that, but she was being.
What kind of nigga want to pay another nigga to fuck his girl on her period? This sick, man.
Made to do that allegedly, and she also alleged that there'd be urine on the sheets, and we've heard testimony about the urine and why those.
It's sick. Diddy is a sick bastard.
Things happened allegedly, and
this ain't even freaky. This is satanic.
Baby oil. She said that they would oil up so much. That was like a big thing for Puff allegedly. Like you had to be oiled.
What if they like so baby oil so much she just slipped and fell in the bathroom and shit? Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't know if motherfuckers was slipping and falling and shit. You know, you just greasy as hell. You can barely put your shirt on. You just greasy as fuck.
That every 5 minutes they were like just re-oiling because
He wants you to look like a shiny suit.
Yeah, because glisten.
Take that. Charlamagne with these one-liners. This is killing me.
And I guess it's the sexiness of baby oil on it.
You see how pointless Envy being on this show is? Envy just need to that would be the first motherfucker I fire. You are just pointless.
Glisten like them shiny suits he used to wear in the 90s.
This is so sad. I guess so. And then when we talking about the urine, she talked about that in one of the free calls because they'd asked her, we opened up our testimony. Oh my
God, urine. That bitch is fine as hell getting peed on.
Our opening statement, the prosecutors talking about, you alleging that there was a male escort that was made to pee, that was made to urinate on you.
You can say pee.
Oh my God. They talking like this on the Breakfast Club in the morning. Imagine you going to work and you listening to this shit in the morning, man. It'll fuck my whole day up at work, man. That's why I had to play it for you tonight. Fuck your night up. Turn that bitch face into a septic tank, you sewage face. Say envy is as necessary as less hilarious. Be truthful. Charlamagne and Lauren LaRosa could just have a show. If they wanted to add one more motherfucker, they could add me. Yeah. But because just hilarious, she's all right. Yeah, all right. But Envy, purely pointless to being on that show. Purely pointless.
Same thing.
Urinate on you. Can you detail that? So she starts to detail that, and she says that at one point she was choking, obvious reasons. And they ask, well, why didn't you just ask them to stop?
Like, wasn't it before? No, she's doing what Angela Yee used to do. She's doing what Angela Yee used to do. And Angela Yee did a pretty good job of doing that role. You know what I'm saying? Like, you notice, like, when you look at Corey Holcomb's show, you got, what's her name? Man, what is her fucking name? What is her fucking name? Is it Diana? What's Ice-T's bitch name on that show? That's her role. Darlene. That's her role. She plays like what Angela Yee played. Like a lot of these shows is structured like that. You know what I'm saying? Then you got Corey, you know what I'm saying, the main attraction, and that would be like how Charlamagne is. And then you got like, the supporting cast with that other light-skinned nigga, Craig. Or is it Craig? You know what I'm saying? He's pretty funny too, and he's good. He brings out a few facts here and there. And then Darlene fact checks. She don't try to be funny and shit like that, and that's perfect. That whole Breakfast Club vibe is rainbow. I mean, there's funnier people than Charlamagne, but Charlamagne do his thing.
And when I say them, she updated us and let us know.
Who's the attorney, Riley Freeman? Why wouldn't you just move out the way? That's what he asked for.
He really wore a Boondock t-shirt when he said that shit too. Nigga stupid. He knew this was coming.
Basically, basically they just asked, like, you know, at this, because it didn't sound like she was being held against her will at that point, like physically. So they're like, well, why would you just, because she said she laid down with her hands up a lot of times when that was happening.
Hands up, don't piss. You know, hands up, don't piss. I don't like that. I don't like Ricky Smiley show. Ricky Smiley show is gay on gay. Ricky gay, Gary with the T gay, and the brat gay. That might as well just be an LGBTQ show. You know, the man is sweet and sour gay. You know what I'm saying? I don't like the Ricky Smiley show. I can't stand it. I can't stand D.L. Hewley's show. I don't like the one in Chicago we got. I like Leon Rogers, but I hate his supporting cast. I hate it when he had Kendra G on there. We don't got no good shows, man. We don't got no good shows, man. Like if they could make the 5150 show in the morning or something, that'd be dope. We need some better talent, man. Everything is so corny and watered down. And, you know, D.L. Hewley just, oh my God. I like Steve Harvey's show. Actually, I really don't like Steve Harvey. I like Nephew Tommy. Nephew Tommy is funny. Sometimes I find myself on YouTube watching Nephew Tommy's prank calls. Nephew Tommy is funny. But I don't like Steve Harvey. D.L. Hewley. They need to give Eddie Griffith a show. Eddie Griffith funny as shit. They get him a show.
Because she didn't like it and it was a lot going on, and she said that not only would the escorts do it, allegedly Puff would join in as well. And she said when it would get to a point where it was too much for her, sometimes he would tell the escorts, Puff would tell the escorts allegedly, like, yo, all right, let's stop, let's chill. So they asked her, like, why wouldn't you just tell them to stop yourself?
She's drowning in piss, let's chill out.
And she said, I mean, I'm laying on the floor, and allegedly intoxicated by all these things, and it's two men standing over me. What am I going to do? So I just laid there
with pee.
Yeah, and
yeah, that is. She get waterboarded with pee. That's disgusting.
So
and the reason they ask that question is because they know the defense is going to ask that question, so they try to make sure that they ask questions that the defense asked to, you know, make it more comfortable.
Yeah, but she broke the freak offs down in steps as well.
Cat Williams could do a show, but see, here's the thing with Cat Williams. Cat Williams don't get along with nobody. Cat Williams hard to work with. You know? That'd be the only thing. Cat Williams hard to work with. Now, Jamie Foxx, the Foxhole was good. That was a good show. That was a good show. But Jamie Foxx is so big of a you know, a star right now. You know, you couldn't get him to just sit back and do a radio show at this point. You know what I'm saying? Like, what if you get booked for a movie or something? You know? I could see DC Young Fly, some new young, fresh talent. I would give DC Young Fly. DC Young Fly could do a show on the radio. Country Wayne could do one. Country Wayne, he's got a good personality. Speak well. Talk the language of the people. I could see Country Wayne having a show. You know what I'm saying? You know. I would say Nick Cannon, but he's almost like the young version of Steve Harvey. He's all right though. He ain't as corny though. He ain't as corny.
She said that the first step was there was like masturbation, and they would have to do masturbation. It would be her and the escort, and she would have to talk out loud and describe what she was seeing. She would have to be very descriptive because
Puffy's in the cut taking himself with a mask on.
Because allegedly Puff would want to hear that.
She said he would be blindfolded, right?
No, not all the time, because once they got more comfortable with the escorts, from what it seems like she's describing, the blindfolds would.
It's one lady, she does some skits. I forgot her name. She's skinny with the big titties. She kind of cute, got the pretty teeth. When she's skinny with the big titties, she always in them skits. She could probably do a show. She kind of cool. I forget. Yeah, Daphne, I think that's her name. Daphne.
Come off and all that stuff.
You got mad notes, Lauren. I need to see those.
Yeah, and they're highlighted. I had to organize them better because I felt like yesterday I had a lot of information that I didn't get, so I organized them better. Highlights. I made notes in the back of important points to get to in here. You can read these notes.
Lauren is in the courtroom. She's in the courtroom.
That was a
Yeah, that's real talk. She is on point though. I ain't gonna lie. I can't wait to see what her notes gonna be tomorrow morning. I'll be watching Breakfast Club tomorrow morning.
new notebook. At the
Yeah,
beginning.
no,
It's
I
almost
bought a
done.
second one yesterday.
Yeah, that's crazy.
So that first step was the descriptive foreplay, and then step 2 is the touching. Now, step 2, she alleges, is that's when all the baby oil comes out. Step 3 is oral, and she says that a lot of times she would rush to get to the oral because she just wanted to get over with, because she kept making
This is just disgusting, man. This is disgusting.
a point of she didn't want to do this. She just was doing it because she was so in love, and she said she didn't want him to go and do it with anybody else. Now, step 4 was the actual intercourse where they would engage in, sex, and she said that sometimes Puff would just watch, allegedly, but then she said other times he might join in if they were really comfortable with an escort. So that would look like her giving Puff head. And
They talking like this on the Breakfast Club in the morning.
allegedly, or wait, I can't.
No, you can't say that part.
That would look like her.
It's like Puff wanted to be the director and the porn star and take himself in the cut. Wow.
Her giving Puff fellatio.
Fellatio, yes.
And the other escort having sex with her at the same time. Now, she did give us an update I didn't know if I needed. She said that a lot of times after they would finish, the escorts would have a happy ending, and Puff would make her take that happy ending and
take the man milk. That's why y'all see the thumbnail, milk and baby oil. This is what Diddy's here for.
If I needed, she said that a lot of times after they would finish, the escorts would have a happy ending, and Puff would make her take that happy ending and rub it on his nipples, and then they would engage in whatever they were going to do, just Cassie and Puff allegedly.
So his man milk on Puff's nipples?
That's the
How is he go? Yo, I don't care how this trial go. He got some splaining to do. How in the hell is Puff gonna fix his image when you rubbing man milk on your bosoms, bitch? I just want to listen. Explain to me, man, because it be niggas coming here. Oh man, you hating on them, Jap. This. Think I'm playing what they saying. I'm playing what they saying. Okay? They saying your boy like the boys. And he like to put the man milk on his bosoms. And the nippers. On the nippers.
other times he might join in if they were really comfortable with an escort. So that would look like her giving Puff head and allegedly, or wait, I can't.
No, you can't say that part.
That would look like her giving Puff fellatio, and Puff would make her take that happy ending and rub it on his nipples, and then they would engage in whatever they were going to do, just Cassie and Puff allegedly.
So his man milk on Puff's nipples?
That's what Cassie is alleging, that she that Puff liked her.
This is going, if Puffy, he need to go into hiding. If he beat this case, he's still gonna be the but. Like I haven't even looked at all the memes yet because I've been gathering things for this show. I'm curious to see what all the memes are gonna look like today. I'm gonna make sure after this show I look at all these memes You know what I'm saying? Because there's gonna be a lot of people making AI pictures and all types of shit of Puffy playing with that man's milk.
To rub it on his chest and on his nipples.
Jesus.
And then
so chocolate covered nipples with a semen drizzle.
Yo,
Glaze.
shut up,
Oh my God.
man.
And glaze. We have to say glaze.
Oh, so, yeah, Diddy likes his nipples medium well with a semen
Oh my God. Yeah, man. This is retarded.
glaze.
yeah, she said that anytime that she was having intercourse during the freak offs by herself, and Puff would just be allegedly listening or watching, he would then ask her about it after, and he'd be very.
This dude is a nut, bro. This can't be life. I can't believe what I'm hearing right now, bro. I can't believe the niggas that's defending it. What's that bitch said? He rubbing it on his nipple. I'm like, oh man, this boy's a zestaphile.
Very descriptive. Like he would ask her, how did
Oh, but he got bread though. He got bread though. See, you don't know. When you getting bread, you know, real niggas rub man milk on their breasts, on their chesticles.
D feel?
Did she rub the semen in the nipples like a DJ scratches a record? Or did she
Turn up, nigga. Evie, man, he say Charlamagne having too much fun talking about this. Yeah, man, because niggas, Diddy been tormenting a lot of people's careers, man. Diddy be tormenting a lot of niggas' careers, man. You know, Diddy's a problem when it comes to niggas' careers, man. Diddy get your ass fired. Diddy got Charlamagne fired. Look that up. He got fired from a radio station because of P. Diddy. Niggas been waiting for the day to get some dirt on P. Diddy. I gotta go on 50 Cent Instagram. I gotta go on 50 Cent Instagram. I know 50 ain't going. He about to roast the hell out of him.
rub it in like lotion?
Keep going.
What you think?
She didn't really specify.
Why you answering him?
Going back to right here, clown. Look, you said that she said she didn't want him to do it with anybody else. Is that because she didn't want anybody to endure any, like, the things that she was doing, or
the way that she put it,
his girlfriend, like, what was happening?
The way that she put it, she said it on stand. I was a very jealous girlfriend when it came to him and other women, and she said, you know, this is this powerful rich man who.
You see, that's gonna come back to bite her in the ass. She was a jealous woman and all of this shit. So now, you know what I'm saying? Diddy's defense is gonna really, really drive that. She's a jealous woman. She's in control. She's controlling. She's controlling the freak off. She's initiating the freak off. She's picking the dudes. You know what I'm saying? She's online searching for the dudes. She's setting it up. She's facilitating it. She's putting all of the rooms in her name. Diddy, it's gonna be a fight. I'm not saying Diddy don't have a fight. He got a fight. The smartest thing he did was putting everything in that bitch name. Putting everything in that bitch name was the smartest thing he did. You know what I'm saying? Let's get into this transcript.
Ventura, the star witness in the government's case against Sean Diddy Combs, takes the stand and testifies about the freak-offs that are at the center of the case against Combs and the abuse she says she suffered at his hands. I go through the most disturbing moments from Cassie Ventura's testimony.
This nigga whooping your ass in a bath towel. That's crazy. That's a different kind of nigga, man.
Didn't want to mess up her body, but she testified she told him she wanted to do the freak off so she wouldn't sabotage her movie premiere, which was coming up. She then described in more detail what happened. Ventura said Combs hit her, so she decided to leave. An escort named Jules was still in the hotel suite at the time. Ventura said, after he hit me, and I just saw the result of it, I knew I had to get out. So when he was distracted, I don't know exactly what he was doing. He was either in the shower or on the phone. I just grabbed my stuff and ran out as fast as I could. Assistant U.S. Attorney Emily Johnson then asked, and where were you headed when you ran out of the room? Ventura responded, I was headed home to my apartment. Johnson asked, what happened next? Ventura responded, I made it to the elevators. I got my sneakers on, and then the next thing I knew, I was just thrown to the ground. Ventura continued, yeah, it was really fast, thrown to the ground. Johnson asked, you said you got your sneakers on when you got to the elevator. Where were your sneakers before? Ventura responded, my sneakers, I think, were in my bag. I just ran out without any shoes. Johnson asked, why did you run out without any shoes? Ventura responded, faster. Johnson asked, you said you were thrown down in the elevator lobby. Who threw you down? Ventura responded, Sean. He grabbed me by the back of my neck and my hoodie and just threw me to the ground. This is another law and crime legal alert. If you received Depo-Provera birth control shots and were later diagnosed with a brain or spinal tumor called meningioma, you may be eligible to take part in a lawsuit. Morgan & Morgan is investigating claims that patients were not properly warned.
Let me see, man. Let me see. Hold on, I gotta put this shit in the refrigerator real quick. Hold on, y'all. All right, let's go.
But if we were in the freak off, he would be encouraging me to get up and continue on with it in that condition. Those were not the only drugs Ventura said Combs would ask her or escorts to take. Johnson asked, were there any occasions where Sean offered the escorts drugs like Viagra? Ventura responded, yeah. Johnson asked, and who else besides escorts did Sean offer Viagra to? Ventura responded, he offered it to me before. Johnson asked, and what did he say about you taking Viagra? Ventura responded that it has the same effect on women, just sensitivity. Johnson asked, do you take the Viagra that he offered you? Ventura responded, I did. Johnson asked, and how did you feel? Ventura responded, sensitive and engorged. Johnson asked, did you want to take the Viagra? Ventura responded, no. I thought, no, I didn't. Johnson asked, when escorts were having trouble getting erect, what, if anything, did you observe affected their inability to get erect? Ventura said, like I said before, just the distraction of seeing Sean move around, maybe just hearing his voice. Ventura said the freak-offs were carefully choreographed, with Combs dictating how they unfolded. Johnson asked, how would you know when to make that move? Ventura responded, I would just do it and hope that it would be accepted timing-wise, or he told. Johnson asked, who would tell you? Sean would tell me. When you would ask Sean if you could move from masturbation to touching, why would you ask him? Ventura said, it was his fantasy. He was controlling the whole situation. He was directing it. He was doing the lighting.
See what I'm saying? This is why I told you he should have been a director. He should be a triple X director. He's controlling the lighting and all that. He should have had a team. That's his dream. That's his dream, y'all. To be a porn director, man. That's his dream. He's in the cut taking himself, trying to fix the lighting. Kind of goof. And then he's recording all this shit. You know? But it takes a real freakazoid to be sitting around recording shit like that. Like, I don't know if y'all got a chance to really actually see the R. Kelly tape. Has anybody in here actually seen it? Like all three of them when it came out. I believe I was in high school when that came out. Did y'all actually see that R. Kelly tape? Because if you seen that, you would look at him way different because he peed on her too. He peed on her from her lips down all the way down her chest. He peed on that girl. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, so it's a lot of, see, Chicago, anybody from Chicago, you've seen it. Everybody in Chicago seen it. You know, it was in every barber shop in Chicago. When the Chicago Tribune got that tape, the streets got that tape too. And that tape was in every barber shop. They were showing that to motherfuckers like, man, R. Kelly is wild. And then when people found out who the girl was, because one of my homies, she went to school with that girl. That girl had to transfer. They tormented that girl. She couldn't even come to none of the games. Once that tape came out, they was roasting her ass. She was getting roasted. Yeah, staff music. A film set permit is way cheaper than a lawsuit. That's all you need. That's all he needed. Oh, this is adult entertainment company. These are my artists.
He was telling us where to be,
These are my
what to
actors.
say, how to act in the room. Johnson then asked, and you testified that you would sometimes move straight to oral sex. Why would you want to move to the next sex act? Ventura responded, I would just try to speed the process along. It was personally, if I get it done, then it's over, and then we move on to the next thing. I just wanted it to be over. While on the stand, Cassie detailed the planning process that goes into a freak-off. Sean Combs entrusted her to reach out to the male sex workers. Johnson asked, when you were reaching out to an escort, what, if anything, would you say to the escort about what you were hiring that escort to do? Ventura responded, it depended on the situation, how they came in, but I would.
See, she was giving all these instructions and all that. The defense attorneys, they're gonna eat her alive tomorrow. They better have the I'm gonna tell you right now, they better have the paramedics and an ambulance ready on deck just in case she breaks out and her water breaks on the stand. Then they gotta clean up that pee. You know what I'm saying?
I usually say that my husband is into something called voyeurism and he likes to watch me with another man. It was like a basic conversation that I had with most of the escorts. From there, I would get a feel if they were willing to do it or not. Later, Cassie started to piece together why she was instructed to ask certain questions in the screening process. Johnson asked, you just said that sometimes Sean asked you to ask if a person was a cop, right? Ventura responded, yeah. Johnson asked, and you said later, I learned about why. Ventura responded, yeah. Johnson asked, what did you learn? Answer from Ventura, I learned that this whole situation was not legal.
Boom. So Diddy's lawyer is going to be like, so you learned that this wasn't legal and you continue to do so. Putting hotels in your name, searching for these men, paying these men, instructing these men what to do, leading these men to believe that they were coming to a bachelor party, and then you flip the script when they come in the room. Right? Yeah. Diddy's got a fighting chance. He's definitely got a fighting chance. Again, if Diddy beat this, I actually hope he beat this because I want to see him get roasted online every day or when he go out. I want to see how he handles this. Could he get his image back? That's going to be hilarious.
One of the defense attorneys objected. The judge sustained the objection. The jury should disregard the witness's last answer. Now, there were times when Cassie Ventura said she would actually use a fake name when reaching out to these people. It was Jackie Starr, and Combs would use pseudonyms. They were Frank Black and Frank White. Johnson asked...
Frank White, huh? Oh, wow. This nigga's wilding, man. King of New York, huh? That nigga wild.
Ventura, in the beginning, was Sean open at the freak-offs about his true identity? Ventura responded, he was not. Johnson asked, how, if at all, did he disguise his identity? Ventura responded, well, he started with the masquerade masks. Sometimes he would wear a hat or something covering his face. Johnson asked,
this nigga is in the cut, jacking off in a costume. What real niggas do this? You done brought a costume to jack off in. y'all mad at me? You got on a costume jacking off, man.
were you open about your true identity? Ventura responded, I was not either. Johnson asked, and what, if anything, did you do to hide your identity? Ventura responded, the same thing as far as the mask. I would wear wigs. Johnson asked, who asked you to wear a wig? Ventura responded, Sean. Cassie Ventura disclosed how much money the escorts would typically make to the jury. Johnson asked, for the escorts who you interacted with, what were they paid thousands of dollars to do? Ventura said, to ejaculate, to finish.
Woo! Man! Paying a nigga $1,000 for that. This nigga gay. I'm sorry, man. Y'all would never, boy. If this was me, Tommy, any of these niggas, anybody y'all be trying to hate on YouTube, y'all would not let that ride. But he got bread though. Y'all gonna motherfucker, man, y'all crazy. Y'all crazy.
Johnson asked, is that after they finished having sex with you? Ventura responded, after having sex, after a long session. Johnson asked, and for all the dancers you interacted with at freak-offs, were those individuals paid as well? Ventura responded, yes. Johnson asked, how much were those dancers paid when they came to freak-offs? Ventura responded, anywhere between that range that I said before, $1,500 to $6,000 or $7,000.
$1,500 to $7,000. So you give them the money, you be like, man, you did your thing, bro. Man, that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about, bro. Man, you come back tomorrow?
But if Sean Combs was not pleased with the performance, their pay reflected that.
God damn, is this another stupid motherfucker asking this question? Why they talk about sex? What's the crime? God damn it. God damn it, another fucking idiot. Why are black people so fucking slow? God. Buying escorts is not legal. Taking escorts across state lines is a federal crime. Of course they have to describe the situation. You fucking God. You definitely voted for Kamala. With that mindset, you definitely voted for Kamala. Oh my God! What the hell, man? Why do people keep getting fixated on this shit like he's getting prosecuted? Have you ever watched a trial before? It's day 2. The big guns ain't even came out yet. What are the charges? The charges of sex. Let me read this shit to you again, man. God fucking damn, man. I got my degree. Sex trafficking laws criminalize the use of force, fraud, or coercion to induce a person into engaging in commercial, that's paid for sex acts, or when a person is under 18, regardless of use of force, fraud, or coercion. Federal law defines sex trafficking as the recruitment, harboring, transportation, provision, obtaining, patronizing, or soliciting of a person for the purpose of a commercial sex act. Where's the crime? I know it seems harmless. They wrote this law. I didn't write this law. They wrote that law. I know it seems harmless. Everybody's down. Everybody was consenting. It's still illegal. Niggas. Every time. Every fucking time. They are not. Every fucking time. These niggas, y'all, for the last time, buying sex is not legal. However you slice it. You make it federal when you travel with it. Is it crystal clear yet? Niggas, man, like, and they were like, oh, you hating this. Nigga, I didn't write these laws. I didn't make that tape. I'm not prosecuting him. I'm playing you back what is being said. She is online recruiting dingalings. He is paying for thus dingalings. They are traveling, bringing the dingalings to her. They have to show you everything to prove that they are buying sex and moving around the country doing it. That's illegal. It seems harmless. I get it. It shouldn't be a crime, probably. I get it. If everybody agrees, what's the big deal? I definitely get it. But it still does not negate the fucking fact that they wrote this law and they said you can't do it. Now, do you want to go fight and march for the right to go travel and buy pussy and buy dingalings? By all means, you need to do that. Because it seems like it's in your heart. Every one of you niggas, it seems like it's in your heart that you want to fight for the right to eat booty from the bike. God damn, bro. You cannot buy escorts for sex. And you damn sure can't travel with them. That's what they were doing. They're going to, this is day 2, bro. They are asking, first of all, where does Cassie get her money from? Regardless of it coming from her account, he's still paying. It's like you told somebody to go buy the weed for you, but you gave them the money. They might have made the purchase, but it's your money. And they're trying to develop a pattern here. Watch some court TV. At least before you utter some stupid shit like that. And you ain't the first one to come in the chat saying that same stupid shit. We got the black folks. See, white folks ain't having that discussion. Because they get into the facts, taking the emotion out of it. I'm talking about strictly the facts of what the law is written to be. And we have got to break that down. Did he violate those laws? That's what he's fighting against. He has a fight. He can say, I didn't violate those laws. She did. Why, Jap? Because everything is in her fucking name. But there was a law broken. And that's what they're in court right now to find out who did what. With you know who. Okay? It's not a domestic violence case. It's not it's not even a kidnapping case. It's not a false imprisonment case. It's not a battery case. It's not even a rape case. It's not even a rape case. Everything that they're saying is for character purposes to show the jury, the 12 regular citizens, the nature of this man before we really get started, because it's day 2. Genius.
Johnson asked, okay, when escorts would ejaculate on you, who, if anyone, would tell them where to ejaculate? Ventura responded, Sean was usually right there directing it where it could be. Johnson asked, were there occasions when escorts ejaculated without having been told to do so? Ventura responded, yes. Johnson asked, what happened on those occasions? Ventura responded, they got paid less. Johnson asked, what, if anything, would Sean say about...
So did he pay you less if you come too quick? You see what I'm saying? So Diddy's got to fight these accusations that he was the one facilitating, coordinating this shit, you know what I'm saying, and being the mastermind, and she was merely a puppet in the back. See, this is where the trial comes in. This is where, you know, the fight comes in. They just let you know what's happening. Chill the fuck out. It's day 2.
When escorts ejaculated without having been told.
A crime did happen. What's the crime, Jack? The crime is buying motherfucking ding-a-lings. That's the first crime. Okay? I don't see a crime. You don't think buying sex is a crime? What fucking planet are you on? What country you live in? This ain't Amsterdam. This ain't Brazil, nigga. It's America. You can't buy pussy. You can't buy ding-a-lings. Okay? All right, genius?
To do so. Ventura responded, he was pretty open with the fact that he wasn't pleased by their performance, so yeah, he would take less money. Johnson asked, and when you would go into the other room and you said Sean asked you to put semen on him? Ventura responded, mm-hmm. Johnson then said, did you do that? Ventura said, I did. Johnson asked, where did you put it? Ventura responded, usually on his chest, on his nipples. Johnson asked, did you want to do that? Ventura responded, no. Then Ventura testified about escorts sometimes having trouble performing sexually. Johnson asked, and what did Sean do when escorts were having trouble with erections? Ventura said, he would give them a pep talk. At the end, they definitely didn't get paid the normal amount. I know.
He giving niggas a pep talk, coaching them through this shit. This is a pervert. This is a different kind of perversion, satanic perversion. Shout out to Ronnie Roy, man. Shout out to Ronnie Roy, man. Shout out to Ronnie Roy.
That. Johnson asks, how do you know that? Ventura responded, because he would tell me and he would tell them as well. It wasn't really a secret. Johnson asks, when you say he, who is he? Ventura responded, Sean. Now, we all heard about the obscene amount of baby oil found at Sean Combs's property during those raids back in March of 2024. But now Cassie's testimony puts that amount of baby oil into context. Johnson asked, you mentioned that the baby oil was used because you had to be glistening.
You had to be glistening. I wonder if they let those reporters go in there with a tape recorder. And that's why they're able to transpose all of this stuff into a transcript.
Ventura responded, mm-hmm. Johnson asked, who told you that you needed to be glistening? Ventura responded, Sean, it was his preference. Johnson asked, how frequently would baby oil be applied to be glistening? Ventura responded, like every 5 minutes. It was a lot.
God damn. Every 5 minutes? How long is he over there jacking off? It's fucking crazy.
Lot. Johnson asked, what, if any, comments would Sean make about needing to apply baby oil? Ventura responded, he would, if he felt like you were too dry, he would let you know. Johnson asked, what would he say? Ventura responded, he would say, you're too dry. You need to put more oil on, or you need to be glistening. You need to be, you need to be shining. Yeah. Due to the demand, it makes sense why Sean Combs had more than 1,000 bottles of Johnson & Johnson baby oil at his home. Johnson asked, approximately how many bottles of baby oil would be used in a typical freak-off? Ventura responded, a lot. I would say definitely somewhere close to 10.
10 bottles of baby oil a session. That's why he got 1,000 bottles at the crib. That's why he got 1,000 bottles of that shit at the crib.
Johnson responded, what size were those bottles? Ventura responded, the larger size bottles. Johnson asked, were there freak-offs where you ran out of baby oil? The defense objected, Your Honor, at this point, it's getting a little cumulative. The judge responded, let's see if we can.
They say fleece Johnson & Johnson. I'm done with you. Yeah, I could use 1 bottle of baby oil for a year. God damn.
Wrap this up and move on. Johnson followed up with the question, you also mentioned Astroglide. How was that used at the freak-offs? Another objection came from the defense. Irrelevant. Emily Johnson said, Your Honor, it's a supply. And the court then went to sidebar. At one point, Ventura described how Sean Combs set up an elaborate freak-off using a blow-up pool at a hotel in Beverly Hills. Assistant U.S.
See what I'm saying? This is the type of freak body shit he's into. Now, since everybody say, what's the crime? Well, we're going to now hear from the male escorts. One of the male escorts, we're going to break him down again. The dude, Jonathan Odie, the guy who shot up the Trump Tower and who put this out in 2018. Years before this trial, before even Cassie's lawsuit. He was saying this and everybody said it was cap. He's crazy. Even the motherfuckers who was in the interrogation room thought he was crazy. You see what I'm saying? Dude been saying this and everybody thought it was crazy. Now they're like, oh, the truth then came to light. But he got a new interview too. I'm gonna show y'all as well. Let's go back.
Ventura shocked the court today, testifying that a male escort hired to have sex with her while Sean P. Diddy Combs watched was this dude. He's the gunman caught on.
If you watch this video when he shot it out with the police and then they shot him and he survived.
Surveillance video.
He's still in jail right now. He's still in jail right now, family.
In a shootout with cops at the Trump Doral Hotel in Miami in 2000.
Yeah, he said DJ Khaled and Rick Ross are both gay.
2018, he was shot and wounded. The gunman was identified as 49-year-old John Odie. In a police interrogation video, he claimed to have made sex tapes with Cassie Ventura and Diddy.
I had sex with Cassie and Sean. Basically, he would tell me what to do with Cassie. I had like 15 encounters. I was like a sex slave, okay?
At the time, nobody believed him. But today, Cassie testified that his crazy claim was all true. Now behind bars, he told News Nation he feels vindicated.
Everything that happened to me was true.
There was more drama as shocking images of so-called freak-offs were shown to.
And Diddy paid him $5 million to shut up. And he still ain't shut up. He's still told.
The jury, they show Cassie with other men as Diddy watched. There were audible gasps by some members of the jury when they saw the images. They are so disturbing that the judge ruled.
We got another idiot. Got another idiot here. You niggas need a damn job. Turn it against your own race. Fam, once you jump over the rainbow, you are no longer my people and you're no longer my brother. You are probably a black woman and you support these Jussie Smollett ass niggas. We don't do that over here. But there are a lot of fuck nigga channels that you can go march your ass over and pro-black it to death for a Fruitopia. We don't rock like that, especially for perverts and niggas who drug women up and buy prostitutes and import dingalings and watch men bang out they chicks. We don't do that over here, man. We are what you would call real niggas, and we pride ourselves on manhood, masculinity. We don't pay for pussy, and let alone we will never pay for a dingaling. I'm sorry. I am not your type of nigga to listen to. And that's okay. That's okay. That is okay. But he is not my people. See, I practice this thing. It's called writing niggas off. Yeah, we write niggas off when you do fuck shit. You support niggas when they do fuck shit. That's not what we do over here, young lady. Pervert. Oh, a pervert. So, to you, I am sorry Kamala didn't win. I know you have your heart in this. I know you have your heart in this case, and I know you had your heart in that election. But unfortunately, real niggas are back in style. Yeah. I don't know if you got the memo. Manhood is back. So you can support a pervert all you want to. We don't.
Pervert or a pervert.
Once you touch that rainbow, you are not on the side of God.
Pervert.
And that's not how we rock.
You are a pervert.
So please, dismiss yourself.
Pervert. You are a pervert.
Let's go.
That only the jury and participants in the trial are permitted to see them. Attorney Lisa Bloom.
This is evidence, they say, of sex crimes, and victims are not going to come forward if recordings of their sexual assaults are going to be distributed for all the world to see.
Diddy's 3 daughters, who have attended every day of testimony, were not in court today, but other family members showed up, including his mother. Cassie Ventura was already seated in the witness box today when the jury entered the court.
Now, they put her in the witness seat already because they were trying to hide her stomach. You know what I'm saying? They said that shit for some reason. You know what I'm saying? I don't know why. That sounds stupid, but that's what they was talking about this morning.
That was at the request of the defense, so it would be a little less obvious that she is in her 9th month of pregnancy. Yesterday, she walked by the jury holding her very big.
Because again, it takes a lot to sway 12 regular people that this woman is not a victim when she's pregnant and crying. Fighting the tears of a woman in court is very expensive and very hard to do, especially as a black person. He's no longer a man. I don't call him a man. He's a black person. Okay? Because once you start dibbling and dabbling and rubbing other man's milk on your chest, you are not my brother. You are other. We don't mess with those type of dudes over here. We write them off completely. You know, there'll be no Tyler Perry supporting ass niggas around me. No.
Baby bump.
Cassie, you're extremely strong and brave.
This was the chaotic scene she returned home to after her first grueling.
I think it's very dangerous for her to be living in New York. Why would she do that? Cassie should be living in Wyoming somewhere. Why would you be living in New York knowing damn well this nigga can get right at you?
Day of testimony.
This is something that I think very few people in the world could do, to get on the witness stand and to talk so straightforwardly about details, most intimate, what she says are humiliating details of her life. And she is answering every question.
I know she mad she didn't get to get that lawsuit. She would have got
question, I think, as best she can.
Yeah, man. And I think Cassie is like from Connecticut or something like that. But I'm just saying, for your own good, for safety, living in New York with a nigga like that, you don't want to catch pneumonia. I'm gonna just say that. You don't want to catch pneumonia fucking with Diddy. Now, back to the male escort speaking. He called from prison. I got his prison call here. You know what I'm saying? And again, he's been saying this same thing since 2018 about Diddy. Nobody believed him. Now we're on trial for the very same thing that he was saying in 2018 when it was no cases, he had no cases, nothing. And nobody believed him. Everybody thought he was crazy. You know what I'm saying? This is Jonathan Odie calling from prison. Let's get into it.
So in May of 2018, a man named Jonathan Odie opened fire at Donald Trump's Miami golf course and was shot and arrested by police. Now, Odie said that he was in the middle of a bipolar episode. That's where it gets interesting.
If he can hit Cassie, you can hit Cassie. But this crazy looking motherfucker. Never give up, fellas. You can always get your bad bitch if this nigga getting called to recruit.
Later, while being questioned by Florida authorities, Odie brought up something totally unexpected. He claimed that he'd been a sex slave for Sean Diddy Combs and Cassie Ventura. This video is courtesy of Real World Media. Take a look.
I had sex with Cassie and Sean. Basically, he would masturbate, tell me what to do with Cassie. I had like 15 encounters.
See? He's saying everything that we've talking about. He just sit there and masturbate while he get his chick banging out.
And I heard a lot of business, because what they would do is Sean talks a lot on the phone and on the TV with speakers and stuff, and I was like a sex slave.
So at the time, Odie's story seemed too far-fetched to believe, but not anymore. And now, in an exclusive interview, Odie opens up to News Nation senior producer Allison Weiner about his claims, beginning with why he's agreed to talk now. Listen to this.
This is him calling for prison. Shout out to the B, man. Shout out to the B, man. Always coming through, man. Listen, the stories do line up too good. But you see how I'm doing, though. I'm sticking to the topic. And it's always, every time I see one of these goofballs come in and try to say, oh, you bringing down your own people. Fam, we are the church. He's wrote off. Once you touch that rainbow, fam, you're not one of us. I'm sorry, fam. We don't have a loving heart for that. Okay? You know what I'm saying? We don't do LGBTQ here. I apologize. I really do. I'm sorry if you thought that that's what we do. I just wanted to wake you up and let you know. It's a real nigga party. You might not get in. We're going to start kicking niggas out the cookout in a minute, man. Come on now.
I felt bad because I got along well with her, and I think she's a decent person. And unfortunately, I had a suspicion that she was in a situation that she was in, but I wasn't sure. And now I understand what was going on in my life and what was happening. And him beating her up in the hotel shows me the type of individual he is, and confirms that everything that happened to me was true and correct and in line with his personality.
Boom. There's more. Shout out to Alex, man. Shout out to Alex, man. Don Jeter, man, been a member for 7 months, man. Salute to the brother. Fuck nigga, get God in your life. That's what I'm saying, man.
So speaking to us from a Miami jail now, here is how Odie says it all began for him.
I was a male Chippendale, a model Chippendale, you could say. And they called me for a show they called the agency that I work for to do a show. And then I went and did a show, and things led to them offering me more money to perform sexual acts. And that's it. That's how I basically got started. I get dressed like a police officer, I do a show, and they'll strip down. And then, they offer me some more money. They offer me some more money to do some extra stuff.
So Odie did get specific about the...
They wild for these pictures They wild for these pictures, man. They wild for these pictures. Yeah, I read the law to him. I'm like, what more do you want me to say, man? I didn't make these laws. The laws are what they are. That's what that's what they do. It's black and white, cut and dry. There's no gray area with this shit. That's why the feds are involved. They're not going to be involved if no laws are broken. We're talking about the feds. This ain't no city cops. This ain't no goofy ass city case. You think, hold on, man, let me talk to you. Because these women don't know nothing about nothing, especially these goofy ass motherfuckers coming in here saying this shit. Do you think the feds are playing? You know the last motherfucker that beat the feds was John Gotti? People settle with the feds. Puffy fighting. He gonna do some time. It ain't gonna probably be life, but he gonna do some time. That's what having $100 million worth of lawyers do. but they want their conviction. They brought out Homeland Security. They don't do that for nothing. They don't even bring out Homeland Security for or that big ass type of task force for dope dealers. They bring a SWAT team, that's it. Nigga, these is the motherfucking Navy SEAL looking ass niggas, man. Tanks and shit came to P. Diddy crib. Just the arrest alone probably cost $1.5 million worth of manpower and shit. Do you know how long they probably been investigating this nigga? This is day 2. The feds ain't here to play. And then they still got superseding indictments under their belt. They still got the guns they can charge them for. They still got the dope they can charge them for. They gonna get something. He just don't want to get that L, that life. And he's got a fighting chance. The fighting chance is that everything was in Cassie's name. You got her saying, you know what I'm saying, picking the niggas, telling these niggas that they ain't coming here to just dance. We need a little bit more. You know what I'm saying? If you pay them all cash, there's no paper trail. So he's got to fight, but that don't mean rubbing a man who rubs other man's milk on their chest. I'm going to support. Once you do that, I don't care if you win the case or lose the case. Nigga, you're a weirdo. Pervert. Oh, a pervert. And I won't be buying or purchasing any of your products. You nigga? You weirdo.
Extra stuff that he says Diddy wanted from him, and these specifics were consistent with what he told law enforcement during the 2014 interrogation. Here is how he describes the atmosphere and how frequently.
And then let's say the feds lose. You don't think they coming back for round 2 with something else? They don't lose, bro. They didn't come to lose.
It happened.
Candles, sensual atmosphere, lights off. He would sit in a corner in a sofa, watch and masturbate. And he'd say, he'd tell her, give her instructions what to do to me. Perform oral sex, rub baby oil.
Now, this is a man in jail, already got his $5 million, and he's sitting over here. He already just spilled the beans in 2018. He's telling you over the phone from a jail phone what he did. It's the same thing that they talking about right now in court. And he been said this. That damn baby oil. Come on.
During the 2014 interrogation. Here is how he describes the atmosphere and how frequently it happened.
Candles, sensual atmosphere, lights off. He would sit in a corner in a sofa, watch and masturbate. And he'd say, he'd tell her, give her instructions what to do to me. Perform oral sex, rub baby oil. Then he'd tell me rub baby on her, perform oral sex, and then have sex.
How many times did you have sex with Cassie?
Probably like 15 sessions.
And what did you get paid? How much?
It would be like 800.
They lowballed him. He was only getting $800. He was only getting $800. Everybody else was getting thousands.
Each time, each act. But sometimes they'll call me twice. I'll leave, and then 3 hours later, they will call me, come back.
And so Odie claimed that the sessions were drug-fueled and that his concern for both Cassie and himself led him to get one of their sessions on video. Listen to what he says.
These pictures they keep pulling up in between his call is just retarded, man.
About that.
Why did you decide to record or video?
Because after she passed out, I decided to record that. So in the event anything worse happened, like if she died anybody died, it will be on camera, it will be on video, what happened. So I wouldn't be responsible for any of that.
So you were beginning to worry about her doing drugs. I mean, like about her dying or him dying or somebody dying from the drugs, and that you would be held responsible. So you brought a video. You brought your phone?
No, I had.
So he had a videotape, and this goes back to when they were saying that when he had his disposition. Shout out to everybody, man. We had 700 people. When he had that lawsuit with Diddy, they wanted the tape. You know what I'm saying? And he was telling the cops he could possibly get another copy.
USB video memory stick done like spy shop, and I put it in a wallet on the table, in the living room table of the hotel upstairs. I just filmed it, and had everything I described, and it had her threatening me.
And what do you dap this nigga up after he done? Or, like, what is going on?
But he was telling her what to say. We had an argument. When I left, I knew they were paranoid. So I wanted to guarantee my safety. So I texted him. I said, "Hey, if anything happens to me, I got evidence on being with you." At the settlement table, there was a lot of irregularities. Okay, It was my first settlement. So they brought me in, and Diddy had a T-shirt with two men in ski masks pointing, making gun signs. Okay, and it was black and white, and it had.
He come through with two niggas with ski masks on, threatening his life. Diddy.
A red frame, okay? But that's the way he operates. He communicates, threatening you, like saying, "I'm gonna have you killed."
So Odie says to prevent
all to jack off in the corner. This is crazy, fam. This grungy scumbag was knocking down Cassie. Lord sent. I told y'all, nigga. Y'all better start hollering at these hoes. These hoes ain't shit. Pervert. These hoes ain't shit. They going. Easy as a Sunday morning.
Prevent the recording from going public. That's what he was just talking about. Diddy had him sign an NDA, a non-disclosure agreement, in exchange for $5 million in hush money. This was in 2014. The Daily Mail ran a screenshot of what appears to be a signature page signed by Sean Combs and Odie. We have not been able to obtain the document or verify its contents or authenticity, nor have we been able to verify the existence of the video that you heard him talking about. Now, according to Daily Mail's report, the timing coincided.
That nigga look crazy as hell. Diddy paid this nigga $5 million, man.
With a spending spree by Odie of Florida real estate. And it also coincided with Odie's divorce. His ex-wife tells the Daily Mail that she found out about his windfall only after their split.
Basically, the day the incidents happened at Trump National Doral, I had to take a medication, and I'd been diagnosed bipolar, but I wasn't sure I was bipolar. And I had an episode, and basically, I've been taking medication every day. I've been stable. I had no issues in jail. I've done excellent behavior in jail. Yeah,
He's in jail right now for attempted murder because he was shooting at the police. You know what I'm saying? So he's still waiting trial.
I'm ready to come out to society and be a productive member of society.
All right, so Odie remains locked up in a Florida jail, still awaiting trial on charges of attempted murder.
Yep. He's still in jail for that shit. Yep, but he said this in 2018 and everybody thought it was crazy. So this just goes to show you, man, when people say some shit, man, don't always just write the shit off, man. You know what I'm saying? Start doing your investigation, man. Just do your investigation. You ain't got to believe him. You ain't got to not believe him. Hear it out. Find out for yourself. My mind is made up. Diddy gay. The moment you start paying for dicks, you gay. I don't know, if a lot of black women didn't get the memo, you know what I'm saying? But if your man buying dicks, you know what I'm saying? I guess you still support him. I'm about to do a show about that. Black women who out here dating gay men. You know what I'm saying? Because that's a new thing now. That's a new thing now. Black women out here actually about to get married to gay men and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, perfect example, Andrew Gillum, who got caught in the hotel room with the crystal meth. It was crystal meth everywhere. Blood and dookie. And he was laid on the floor. Yeah, he's got a podcast now. He got a podcast with Angela Rye, some other black women supporting him. Yeah, see, black women support all that bullshit. That's why she came up in my chat. Yeah, you trying to tear down your own people. Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Fuck out of here. Dumbass out of here. That's why motherfuckers don't show their face. You can tell when a bitch voted for Obama, for Kamala. I can tell. When you say stupid shit like that, I'm like, yeah, that's a Kamala supporter. That's a Kamala supporter. Kamala all day. You know what I'm saying? Fighting for the rights of these clowns. You bitches kill me, man. But yeah, man, motherfuckers outside the court, man, devastated by that pool of baby oil, man. Let's get into it, man. Come on.
Ventura told the story today about a time allegedly they were at the Hermitage Hotel in Beverly Hills. And
there's another thing. If you get a blow-up pool, did he have Cassie over there blowing the pool up? You know what I'm saying? I'm like, God damn, you working this hoe.
there was a blow-up pool in their hotel room filled with baby oil. And Diddy asked her to get in it, and she had on lingerie and even her heels. And it was this blow-up pool. We learned.
I would hate, man. Imagine if you worked at a hotel and Diddy come check in. You'd be like, oh, man, this nigga, we got to clean this shit up. Oh, man. You call your girl, yeah, man, it's going to be a long night, man. I ain't about to make it home. Yeah, they're going to have me working overtime, man. Diddy just checked in. Man, we're gonna be cleaning up all night, babe. I ain't even gonna lie to you, man. Yeah, he just checked out, man. Yeah, man, we gotta go clean the whole upstairs, man. Yeah, man, I gotta put on my hazmat suit and, disinfect everything, man. I'll call you in the morning, man. It's gonna be another 4-5 hours, man. Yeah, we got a team of motherfuckers over here, man. Yeah, man. It's about to get real toxic in this motherfucker, man. Yeah, man. Yeah, he brought the baby oil again. I'll call you when I get a lunch break. Bye. I would hate to see this nigga check out. Diddy was upstairs? Oh, man, I would have called off today. Shit. We got to clean. Man, we going to be cleaning all goddamn day.
Diddy asked her to
just burn the room.
Get in it, and she had on lingerie and even her heels. And it was this blow-up pool. We learned basically today just that he really loves baby oil. They focused on baby oil so much that finally the defense said, objection. I'm telling you, if I have to hear hear about this Johnson & Johnson baby oil one more time?
The judge had to say, man, he's tired of hearing about this damn baby oil. Next subject. Milk and baby oil.
Everyone in the courtroom was falling asleep hearing about this baby oil. I think they talked about this baby oil for a full 45 minutes. Like, how many bottles of baby oil? What kind of baby oil? Too much baby oil. We get it. Diddy loves baby oil.
There you go. Diddy loves baby oil. Now, this was one other nasty detail, man. That was horrible when I heard this, man. You know what I'm saying? This is just disgusting, man. This guy is a pervert. You know, playing with man's milk, and just listen to what Cassie went through. This is disgusting. This is disgusting.
In New York City, we are on day 3 of the Diddy trial and day 2 of the Cassie testimony. With that being said, let's go straight into it because she dropped a lot of disturbing details today, a lot. She talked about how on her 29th birthday, Diddy tried to surprise her with a birthday party. She thought she'd be able to have fun with her friends and hang out, but unfortunately, he wanted to have a freak off. And so
he wanted to have a freak off for your birthday. That's crazy.
He would frequently try to pull her out the room so that he can have his way with her. She also mentions how the freak offs used to get so bad where she would have UTIs frequently, like back to back, or they would just never go
urinary tract
away. She mentions how, you know, she would still be expected to perform while having UTIs. And she said that they would be painful, burning sensations, things like that. She said it was so bad to the point where she would take antibiotics, and there was sometimes the antibiotics stopped working. They would not work for her. So she also mentioned having lesions on her tongue, basically.
Lesions on your tongue. God damn. This is some fucking, this is worse than the porn stars. He's stretching this bitch.
From drugs, from oral sex, from friction in her mouth, basically, from putting her mouth on things with oil and lubrication on it. So that also was a point, you know, where we kind of see like how abusive these freak offs were. Speaking of abuse, we did get to see a photo where she suffered an injury onto her left eyebrow, where Diddy had allegedly pushed her into a table after he was upset that she had fallen asleep when she was supposed to be getting packed for the OVO festival in 2013. She says that he came into her home, while she was sleeping, and basically tried to attack her. Luckily, she was with friends during that time, and they tried to intervene, but he still got the better of her.
God damn. This nigga is just wild, man.
And was able to push her into a table, and that's how she sustained her injury to her left eye. She mentions how she would go to different events and basically have to style her hair or her makeup in a way so that she can cover her injuries. She also speaks about a time at the Cannes Festival where, before the Cannes Festival, when it came to the OVO Fest, she did still go to OVO. After OVO, she had to fly to the Hamptons because Diddy wanted to have a freak off, and so they had to rented out a motel so they can basically engage in that right after the assault had happened. Then she talks about
this guy, man. Again, all this traveling, flying it up. Come on, man.
Cannes Festival, where they were staying on a yacht together. He accused her of stealing some drugs from him and kicked her off the yacht with no shoes or anything. So she had to stay at one of the staff members' hotel rooms. She said that they met up later on that evening at the Cannes Festival, but they did not speak to each other. So when they did seat next to each other, she said that he kept squeezing her leg, and she had a beaded dress on. So she said it was painful when he, did that as well. And then she also says that when they were flying back to the U.S. from France, he basically threatened her with a sex tape. She said that she tried to get away from him because she didn't want to sit next to him. He still sat next to her and pulled out his laptop on a commercial flight pulled out a laptop and started showing her sex tape to her, saying that basically, I'm going to embarrass you.
See, this shows that, that he's basically trapping her into this lifestyle with blackmail. So, this is what the prosecution is going to be trying to prove. That's what he's going to have to defend himself against. We haven't even got through all the text messages. And again, for all these geniuses that keep coming in here and say, you taking down your own people. This is victim number 1. There are more victims to come. Please calm your stupid ass down. See, we use intelligence over here. I know you're thinking with the tip of your vagina, but we use intelligence over here. This is victim 1. Relax. Relax. Because I'm not convinced. Well, I'm convinced he's gay. That's all I care about is exposing that goofy ass shit so the brothers will know we wrote that shit, that nigga off. He's a freakazoid. You know what I'm saying? All this other shit, you know what I'm saying? We just gonna see how it goes because I was fair. I said he does have a fighting chance because everything is in her name. And all the shit that she said, you know what I'm saying? And her recruiting the people. I'm being fair about this. But I did tell you what the law was. And the law was broken. Who broke the law? That is to be determined in this courtroom. Relax. This is victim 1. You idiot. Pervert. See, you got to slow it down for these clowns.
He also mentions about an instance where in Atlantic City, she's hosting an event and a man named Sujit comes to her and lets her know that
I don't even know if they're going to bring a male victim out. That's going to be bananas if they bring a male victim out. Relax.
He's aware of a sex tape that is out, about her. She then gets upset and calls Diddy and lets him know about the situation. Allegedly, DJ Wu Kid was the one who let Sujit know about the sex tape. So basically kind of shows that this is where now, the secret is starting to get out, With that being said, she also talks about how she had an addiction to opiates because it would help her kind of come down off of the other drugs that she would be taking during her freak-offs.
Yeah, man. She was on them opioids. They did ask her about that shit. She got introduced to opioids because she had a toothache or some shit like that. Well, no. She had got a wisdom tooth pulled. And then they say P. Diddy got doctors. He got his own set of doctors where everybody in his crew, everybody in his staff, he can get a prescription through them. You know what I'm saying? And when he get the prescription, he can get perks or Xannies or, Oxy, but he get it through different people through his own personal doctor. Now, the thing is with opioids, I don't know if you ever go to Walgreens, if you ever bought certain things. Certain things that I know with opioids and codeine, you only can get so many refills, and if you get too many refills, you go on a list. So you go on a watch list. If you buy certain products at Walgreens that you can make meth with, you got one time to buy that shit, and if you keep coming by that shit, you get put on a watch list, and then they'll just ban you from buying it all together. I'm giving you some game. This is real shit. This is real shit. You only can re-up on opioids for so long before now you look like you dealing, or you got a habit and now you need to get prescribed something else. They won't let it go through. I don't know the exact numbers because I'm not on opioids, but I'm just telling you that's how that shit goes now. The government regulates that. So whether it's Jewel, Osco, or it's CVS or Walgreens, I don't know if they got Walgreens in these other states. You know what I'm saying? But if you buy too many of them shits, you will be placed on a watch list. You know what I'm saying? And they probably do some type of, small time investigation to see what you're doing with these pills.
Also talks about how they would recover from.
That's why he used different names, but he can get you a prescription because he got a doctor.
from freak-offs, you know, IV drips, massages. They would get chefs to cook for eating, things like that. We kind of ended the testimony off before break.
See, motherfuckers think about it lying, man. I know what the fuck I'm talking about. He said, I know I went to a store. They only allowed me to buy one Robitussin when I got sick. Yeah, because I think you can make meth out of that shit. Like you go there, you buy Robitussin and ammonia and, you know what I'm saying, some other shit. They be like, man, your ass over there trying to make methamphetamines.
With her basically talking about how a Father's Day text message where she's basically praising him, saying how great of a father he is to her.
Yeah, like Sudafed. Yeah. See, y'all niggas know. Y'all know how that pharmacy work. You're gonna be put on that list. You can't keep buying all that shit.
His children, how much she loves him, and how she can't wait to have a child with him. You know, basically how enamored she is by him and how happy she makes him feel. He makes her feel. I'm sorry. So with that being said, it's going to be interesting to see if the defense uses.
So yeah, man, she's out there sucking dick till her mouth gets sore, till her mouth gets sores. That is insane. That is insane, church. Now, you know, the other sad part about it is, like, you know, she don't want to be here no more. Like she said, she was in a state where she didn't want to be here no more. She was, you know what I'm saying, suicidal about the shit. You know what I'm saying? And that's going to weigh heavy on those 12. See, again, it ain't about convincing YouTube. It ain't about convincing no idiots in the chat room. It's about convincing these 12 regular working folks that a crime was committed and dingalings were purchased and Diddy made her a sex slave. That's what they're going to be trying to prove. You know?
This is how Cassandra Ventura, also known as Cassie, her testimony ended like this. She described going to rehab in February of 2023. She says, I didn't want to be alive. She described shooting a music video and saying that she had flashbacks to some of the things that she went through. She then started to cry and said, I remember coming home, looking at my 2 children and my husband and telling my husband, you can do this without me. She said, I tried to walk into traffic, but he stopped me. From then on, she talks about going to rehab.
See, now this is going to weigh heavy on those 12 regular people. It's not about convincing the judge, because the judge goes by laws. These 12 regular people have feelings and emotions like you. They go to work just like you. You know what I'm saying? And they going to be judging this shit, you know what I'm saying, like any other person on the street. The goal is to try to convince them that he's not guilty. Now, when you got a woman up here who's crying, first of all, she's a woman. Second, she's crying. Third, she's pregnant. Fourth, she's talking about suicide. And fifth, they got pictures of her beat up. And that's victim 1 against this black man in a federal court system. You see what's stacked against him? He has a slight fighting chance. But boy, oh boy, it's going to be a fucking fight.
Rehab and started to write everything that happened to her. She said she wrote a book and she wanted Sean Combs to read it, to have information, she said. I wanted him to understand what he put me through. I was 22. I would have done anything for him. I did, but it wasn't enough. I reached out to his chief of staff. She said the book was not being taken seriously. I wanted to be compensated, she said in court, for the time, the years, the pain, trying to fix my life. $30 million for the rights is what she proposed. When the prosecution asked her why that number, she said, I didn't really do any research. I just picked a number and I thought it would alert him. As many of you guys already know, November 2023, she filed a civil lawsuit. It was settled. She acknowledged that today, but for the first time, we heard how much the settlement was for.
$20 million.
$20 million, she said. When the prosecutors asked her, why are you testifying at this trial? She said, quote, I cannot carry this anymore. The shame, the guilt. what's right is right, what's wrong is wrong.
Now that is going to be really tough. Because now we see that's what they wanted. That's what the prosecutors wanted to do. They wanted to put a woman in pain and in tears up there telling her story. Showing her as a victim, showing him as a monster. And this sets the tone. You fucking dumbasses who keep coming in here talking about you people. We dealing with the facts of the case, you dumbass. We dealing with what the law is and what's real and what's the reality of a black man being in there dealing with a bitch that's crying. They're setting the tone. This is victim one. They still trying to locate one of the motherfucking victims that didn't ran off on the plug, but they got more victims. This is the federal government here. This is not a domestic violence case, a divorce case, a child support case. This is a federal sex trafficking case. I want you to go look at some of these federal sex trafficking cases like Kenny Red's case, Snooki's case. Yeah, this is for the educated sisters with the degrees. Snooki, Pimp Snooki. This is human and sex trafficking cases. Who else? Pimp C. It's another pimp. He did a lot of time for human trafficking. What's Filthy Rich brother's name? Hold on, it's Jay something. Hold on. Jay Bay. His case. He ran a prostitution ring. Federal. Gorgeous Dre's case. See, they don't play. They're going to get a conviction. You know? And I'm just giving you sex trafficking cases. You know that nigga Chopper from Making a Band, he caught a charge. He ended up beating it, but he caught a sex trafficking charge from Instagram, flying a bitch out. Flying a bitch out. They was like, oh yeah, he pimping. He had to go fight that case. This is serious, bro. I know it shouldn't be. Seems harmless. Like I told people, it seems harmless. You know? She got pussy. You got money. Well, I guess he got the ding-a-ling. You got money. Everybody in here cool with it. No harm, no foul. That's what y'all niggas tell me. No harm, no foul. Because y'all be trying to justify this shit. Now we got these women coming in here justifying this shit. This is a sex trafficking charge. And this is victim one. Wait till all the other wild shit comes out. We can only imagine at this point. I'm done. Because I'm going to get frustrated trying to educate these black women with degrees. Ask R. Kelly, nigga. It's your boy, Minister Jap, man. I appreciate y'all coming through tonight, man. You know I had to give y'all an action-packed show. We here to cook. I told y'all done woke up a monster, man. Like, share, subscribe, support. Follow me on Instagram. Follow me on Twitter. We out. Much love. Peace, nigga. Church, check in. It's your boy, Minister Jap. Listen, I know y'all been looking for me, but at the bottom of this video in the description section, you'll see where it says follow me. You can follow me on all social media platforms. You know, make sure you click the links in the description so you can get in touch with me and get in tune with everything I post at all times. You never know, the haters might try to take us down. Also, make sure you're following my backup channel, Minister Jap Church Media. Follow the channel now. We are not going nowhere. We're here to stay. Make sure y'all paying attention. Church on the move. Peace.
Minister Jap, I'm talking to you, nigga. Yeah, I got a kid. I got 2 daughters and a son. Yeah, man.
Black women are bad mothers.
And that's why you having a baby by the motherfuckers you had a baby with is your fault. That's why you being a single mother is your fucking fault. That's why being a baby daddy ass nigga is your fault.
Live from the church.
Church check in.
It's Minister Jap.
Black women, they're some of the most worst bitches on with money, but yet they're still taking trips and they look fly doing. They are the flyest, broken bitches you're gonna ever deal with.
On Minister Jap TV.
Church check in, man. Church check in.